is your favorite Pick Me podcaster?
Petty Red, on red, lipstick vibes.
Who is your favorite Pick Me podcaster? Petty Red, baby. On my mama. I heard Petty Red is a pick me.
She ain't no pick me. She was raised by her daddy.
They watch, they hate, then they copy.
Yeah. It's deeper than the surface, deeper than the grind. I just wanna know what's on a real man's mind. Yo. I ain't trying to guess you, stress you, or finesse you. Petty Red just wanna bless you. See what's really in your mental. Not the armor or the mask that you wrestle, but that inner voice that whispers when it's gentle. Got my ears wide, heart open, no shade, so focused. No judgment in this room, you can express your pain. Tell me what it's like to carry all that weight. Be the rock, the leader, but still feel the strain. Talk to me, king, I ain't here to fix, just here to stop, soaking every bit. You ain't gotta rhyme it or keep it slick. I'm listening deep, I wanna hear what makes you tick. Blueprint to a man's thoughts starts by listening. Let him speak truth, no fear, no imprisoning. Open space, real talk, red just vibing here. Trying to know the heart that beats beneath the man's skin. Yeah, I just wanna know your mind. Every corner, every climb. You ain't gotta hide behind, just let it go, take your time. Tell me about your fears and flaws, your hopes and desires. Did your past teach you silence or teach you to clutch? What do you dream when the world ain't tough? What do you need when strong ain't enough? Where's the joy that you bury in the grind? What fears dance in the back of your mind? Who taught you love? Who taught you war? What's the wound you still trying to ignore? You ain't soft for expressing what's inside. That's king energy, that's real pride. Petty Red ain't scared of your tears or your cries. I'm here to witness, not just ride. Blueprint to a man's thoughts starts by listening, not by pushing, pressing, or conditioning. The space sacred, this bond glistening. Truth in your tone, I find strength in it. Yeah, I just wanna know your soul, not just what you control. This ain't no casual stroll. I'm here for the truth, yeah, the whole truth. No interruptions, no should have said. Just say it raw, say it how it's in your head. You ain't gotta bleed, just speak your mind. I hold the story, every word you said. So when you ready, I'm still here. A woman with ears that don't just hear. I build temples with your truth, cause knowing you, that's the proof. Blueprint to a man's thoughts starts by listening. You ain't gotta hide behind, just let it go. Take your time, you ain't gotta hide behind no ring. You ain't gotta hide behind, just let it go. Tell me about your fears and flaws, your hopes and desires. Did your past teach you silence or teach you to clutch? What do you dream when the world ain't tough? What do you need when strong ain't enough? Where's the joy that you bury in the grind? What fears dance in the back of your mind? Who taught you love? Who taught you war? What's the wound you still trying to ignore? You ain't soft for expressing what's inside. That's king energy, that's real pride. Yeah, I just wanna know your soul, not just what you control. This ain't no casual scroll. I'm here for the truth, yeah, the whole truth. No interruptions, no should have said. Just say it raw, say it how it's in your head. You ain't gotta bleed, just speak. Just speak.
Hey everybody, welcome to Realistic Vibe, where the vibe is always positive. How y'all doing on tonight? And I'm not on mute. Hello everybody, thank you guys for tuning in. I came up and I wasn't on mute. Yay! I hope everybody's having a good day, despite all the other stuff that's going on. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Let's get into our housekeepings real quick. Y'all know the deal. Every time it's about the same. 15 memberships for tonight, and memberships only $2.99 and $80 towards the paper towel fund. Thank you guys for everybody that supported the show on last week. Thank you guys for that. All the memberships and super chats and cash apps. A person who shall be named nameless didn't want their cash app ringed out, so thank him for being the sponsor of the show last week. Thank you. You know who you are. And so just in case you might forget, there you go. Oh God, where is it? Where is the little thingy? Oh, there it is.
You fell in love with my avatar, that's sweet. Now fall into my cash app at Red Lipstick Vibes. Legs, I don't walk. I roll into rooms and shut them down.
Don't forget to support the Paper Towel Fund on Cash App, Red Lipstick Vibes.
Okay, don't forget to support the Paper Towel Fund. Let's get our guests up. We have some people that are coming in later. The link is at the top for men only. If you can be on camera, that would be great. If you can't, I have to see you in the back and make sure you got not trying to phone bomb me. Okay. Shout out to my co-host is in the house. Mr. He said is in the house, y'all.
Salute. What up? How you doing?
My brother Ricky is in the house.
What up, bro?
From Baltimore.
Everything's everything.
What's up, y'all?
Trying to.
Guys, how y'all doing?
What up, bro?
Chilling.
Y'all chilling?
Yep. You all ready? What up, y'all? What up, Rick?
What up,
Severe?
my bro? My bro, what's popping, my boy?
Everything good, man. You all ready?
Everything's every day. It's a blessed day. You hear what I'm saying?
You know it.
I mean, it's a lot going on around here, you know. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead and get the elephant out the room, okay? Because today we had some tragedies. Charlie Kirk was assassinated today. Shout out to him and his family. He has 2 small children and a wife. Yeah. So, thoughts, guys. What are your thoughts on the situation?
I don't even know why he got shot. I just know he was at a college and got shot. That's all I know.
He got shot for the same reason Malcolm got shot.
Mm-hmm.
Same reason Martin Luther King got shot. The same reason JFK got shot, because they had a difference of opinion on how the world should work.
Right.
It's funny how the demos, right? The Democrats, they hate guns, but they sure be pew-pewing motherfuckers.
Okay.
Y'all got this one, bro. Y'all got this one.
Yeah.
Wasn't it just a pew pew for a school this weekend, last week?
And last week, and there was one today. At the same time.
Right. Wasn't the one last week a transgender?
Yes.
Hey, y'all got this, bro. Yeah, but hey, it's the Republicans that y'all really need to be worried about. Y'all got this one, bro.
Mm-hmm. And you know what's so interesting, that at the point that when he was shot, he that's who he was talking about. The mass shootings are usually transgender.
Y'all be looking at the wrong people.
Looking at the wrong people.
Y'all be looking at the wrong people. I'll be trying to tell you, most of them people don't care about you enough to put no effort into y'all. That's what y'all don't Hey man, y'all got it, bro. I'll just be talking, man. Y'all get it, bro.
Yeah. I would say more, but I gotta keep my G.O.B.
Yeah.
Gotta keep my G.O.B. So go ahead, brother.
I'm praying.
I'm not gonna say but so much. Yep, exactly what Rick said. I pray for everybody's family, all involved, man. Like Rick said last week, that's why he don't argue belief systems. Sometimes some things is just just not worth it. For me, I'm gonna come from another viewpoint. All of that, this isn't the place for that. America isn't the place for violence. This is absolutely the place. Like, it was made from it. It was cultivated by it. The fertilizer is it. Like, to hear us all the time, like, America isn't the place for this violence, and we don't stand for this violence, and this doesn't define us. It kind of does. It kind of does. Thoughts and prayers, though. Thoughts and prayers.
I just hope people understand that it's a bigger thing at play right now. That it's not a coincidence that all of these things are happening simultaneously. It's not wrong place at wrong time, like they were saying with the young lady on the bus. It's not the wrong place at the wrong time. It so happened it was a school shooting today at the same time this man was assassinated. It is not coincidence. I'm just saying it's not coincidence. Just be diligent, pay attention.
Man, keep y'all head on a swivel is what y'all need to be doing.
Exactly.
Get your face out your phone. Pay attention when you out and about.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Get that wax out of your ears because you're going to hear it before you see it.
Exactly. Yep.
People be tripping because what bothers me is like we as people, we have to be proactive in things, right? But people, they it's all good as long as it ain't them. As long as it ain't them, like you trying, it's just it just ain't your turn yet. That's all. And if you don't get a turn, you should be praising the Most High every day that He sees fit for you to not to have your turn. I mean, got babies. Like the girl in Chicago where crime supposedly down, and they trying to not get Trump out there to actually clean up the streets. Got shot and got pew-pewed in the face by her baby daddy girlfriend.
Yes.
Right. See, I don't separate like most people do. Right. That black and white is like the boy. What's the boy? Carmelo Anthony with the white boy. It's all the same to me.
All the same. Yeah.
Y'all taking people's lives like it's nothing. Will be the first one to cry foul when somebody do it to you. What y'all hypocrites and liars. You're supposed to regard people the way you want to be regarded, right? So if y'all okay with seeing this man get shot, that you okay with you getting shot then, right? Y'all don't want to talk about this, right?
Hard to watch. Very hard to watch. Very hard to watch. And I've seen it on all different angles before they put it out to the media and stuff. It's very hard to watch. Very hard. Speaking of Chicago, Chicago gang member warns Trump not to send the National Guard. Says the streets are armed with switches and ready for war. Thoughts?
Go ahead.
Bless their little YN hearts.
Hey, go ahead.
Print to the man's thoughts. I'm just asking the questions.
No, look.
I mean,
I'm look. The revolution will not be televised, right? Don't let nobody fool you. Don't let the smooth taste fool you. Go ahead, young fellas. Right? Go ahead till y'all see a real 50 cal shoot past you, and even though it don't touch you, will rip your arm off.
Right. From a drone.
Damn.
Or you could just do the right thing and go get a job and contribute to the economy like everybody else do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Don't people y'all is protecting crime. Everybody, when I was little, right, we used to be able to go out and play in the street. Right? Don't leave this front porch. Don't leave this porch, right? But we can at least sit out on our stoop.
Yeah.
Facts. Till the sun came up.
Right? Y'all sitting up there. I'm so sick of people trying, like Chicago is this born again city, but everybody got a switch. Everybody in Chicago is carrying. Yeah. Because they know some crazy ish can happen.
Mm-hmm.
Chicago ain't no Chicago's no beacon of black hope. It's people getting shot and killed there every day. People getting robbed there every day. People getting taken advantage of every day.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all got it, bro. Y'all got it. This is why I stay home, bro. This is why I stay with my old lady. And I keep my circle small, bro. Because y'all don't make no sense, bro.
Big facts.
Y'all don't make no sense. There's no way I have my people around y'all, bro. I don't play like that.
It's repping Trend.
Like what's good, Trend?
Trend, what's good?
Yo, peace. What's up, Red?
Hey, darling.
This you see the places we go to, we the babies and shit. Like we hang around 70s, 60s, 70-year-olds. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like this,
because it's different, but you know, it's a level of maturity that comes with being outside. And like you said, Rick, like the street light, all of these indicators we had. I was talking about the street last week. Like the sidewalk and the street is differentiated for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, once you become aware of that and mature enough to know where your lane is, that's why people say stay in your lane. Like you won't crash if you stay in your lane. So, you know, salute to all of those, man. Good luck out there. It's a different world than where we come from. So
I was about to say that's a different world. Yeah.
Y'all got it, bro. Like I said, y'all, but y'all better not come over here. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all. Don't come over here.
Rick say he ready.
Let's go, Rick.
I'm gonna keep it G with you. Don't come over here. I'm not gonna bother you. Don't come over here.
Yeah. Severe Trend. Y'all have anything? We were just talking about the Kirk, Charlie Kirk situation, and the YN saying that Trump shouldn't bring the troops to Chicago because they got switches. It's gonna be a war if they bring the troops to Chicago. Y'all got anything on it?
No. There's a level of ignorance that really exists amongst people, right?
Mm-hmm.
People train to be in the lay shit down business. These are trained people. Your little once a month running the street where you grab your switch, right, and dump 50 shells, but only one hit the target and 4 other innocent targets get hit. They don't move like that. These are trained people who are trained to remove populations from the census.
Yeah.
That's the level of ignorance that we witnessing. But God forbid they really take this shit seriously and try to activate. It's gonna be bad for them.
Yeah.
The Charlie Kirk situation, I've seen a lot of shit about it so far.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, is there no way you should be removed because your opinion is different, because your political affiliation is different? That's jackassery at its highest.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. I know it was kind of heavy, but we had to talk about it. Speaking of, brother, I was on the phone with brother last night. And I posted this, and a few people kind of commented on it. So there's this thing going on in the internet streets.
Don't do this.
God damn it.
Don't do
Us versus YNs. Okay, no weapons, just hands. Who y'all got? I'm like, I need to make a fan duel. Who y'all got? The unks or the YNs? I mean, what y'all think?
Come on now. Most fights only take 35 seconds. Y'all know that, right?
35, that's it?
35 seconds.
That's a long 35 seconds.
It can be if you don't know what you're doing. Right? These young boys don't know how to these young boys don't know how to do that. I'm just keeping it thorough with you. These dudes 30 and under, that's probably me giving grace, to be honest with you. These young boys know.
I wouldn't disagree. I told you how I feel about it, sis. If they allowed to play some music and they put Annie up on, like, knuckle few bucks, anything like that. And my question to you was like, what motivates them? What is their fight song? What gives them the motivation to get busy? Like anxiety or some shit about how you left me? I don't even see them having motivation enough. Nevertheless, the hand skills, like Trent alluded to, the aim, like I said, give them switches. Like they're gonna miss everything. Like give them switches. I'm going to get my switch from a tree. Like they just not. They don't have the wherewithal. They don't change tires. Like they say it themselves.
Right.
We do change tires.
They don't have an understanding of what grown man strength is.
Man,
Like
like
somebody
it's
grab
just a
you and you can't get away.
Can't-
Right.
That wrist grab is crazy.
Oh, don't do that.
I
Don't do that to them young boys, man. Don't do that.
I was trolling on the Tiki Taki, and you got all the young dudes talking about they will whip y'all.
They can try. Everybody got to have a dream. Shit, I keep trying to tell y'all.
Oh my!
Everybody got to have a dream. Shit, the sun must shine on every dog ass someday. It just won't be that day.
Oh my goodness, Sabir, what you think? Unks or the YNs?
Man, let me tell you something. There's two encounters that I seen which really tripped me out, and that's was one what got me wondering also. I was coming home from work one day, and this Lil YN tried to get in Unc face for real. I mean, really thinking he tough. Now check this out. He did just like this. Unc, I'll beat the shit out you. If you put your dukes up like this, like you back in the 40s, or fight like this, another dude put his dukes up like this. This is the way I'm seeing youngins fight. Or like this.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Oh my goodness.
Go ahead, little man.
I shake the shit out of them little niggas.
I don't even think they know how to hold their fist properly. Like if they do,
Yo, he was holding like this. He was like, put him up, put him up.
Like again, it's just things we learn, right, Rick? That talk, like it's things we learned in the boxing gym.
I seen a dude holding his thumb in like that.
Before. Yeah, but break your whole thumb. Right. Unbelievable. Good luck, young guys. Good luck. Put him up.
Crazy, man. They got it, man. They got it.
So can we say that they? So I know that, like, you know, when you guys were growing up, because I remember like my dad would, like, you know, box with my brothers and uncles and stuff, and you know, fight with them and stuff. So is that what's missing in the YN culture? There are no guys that's like teaching them how to fight, that they're just teaching them how to pick up switches.
YN lack structure, period. Point blank, period.
They have no what's the word, bro? They have no rituals. Right? Like the perfect example I like to use that's a big problem now is a bully, right? A bully was that's what it is. It's a rite of passage. When I was growing up, right? I had this one dude named Crunch. He was bigger than me to the 8th grade. Right? When I whooped him, I was the man. And that's what people don't understand, right? You get better fighting by fighting. You get better fighting by fighting.
Practice makes perfect.
Right? So, and that's what I don't play fight.
There's no such
You
thing.
see what I'm saying? If I'm to the point where I want to put hands on you, anything can happen to you, my boy.
Yeah.
You might not make it home. I'm keeping it thorough with you. Right? So like I said, they don't have no rites of passage. They don't have no understanding of what really goes on between men. Right? So but like I keep telling you, it's daytime. Y'all got it, bro. Like y'all say we jacked up the world, but now y'all got it and look what's going on. Y'all, hey.
Good point. I
agree with the fellas. Just the structure, the things that coincide with it. It's not just about, you know, showing him how to box, or me learning from the elders how to box. It was a certain admiration, adoration, discipline, structure that came with me even being willing to listen to these guys. And this is what we're saying. When somebody knows something better than you and they're willing to show you an OG, you should take that. Like, if it's something you can't benefit from, throw it away. But you should be able to grab one or two nuggets out of there. You know what I mean? And it was just that we had a certain level of humility when it came to the OGs, that we were willing to be taught those lessons, chess, boxing, like certain things you got to get from your elders, from other men, from your peers. And then you polish, like Ricky said, practice to make perfect. And then you go ahead and put those tools in your toolbox, but they just don't have the humility. The same thing I would say about the ladies. They think they're a little bit above what they actually are. It's a certain level of humility that's just missing. Like, you should find somebody that you can listen to instead of looking for reasons to disqualify everybody. But when you come from a pop the balloon kind of mindset, it's what they do. They just look for reasons to not adhere.
Right. Yeah.
Damn.
Anybody else? Well, I have a clip, and my the guys that have
real quick.
Go ahead.
My fault.
No problem.
The thing about fighting is, can you take a fist to the face?
Ow! No, I can't. I'm too cute.
That's the thing about fighting. People forget that you find something that can fight back.
Okay.
So to me, it's just that simple.
Yeah.
You feel like a fight's gonna be one-sided where you just give, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you take an uppercut? Can you get an eye jammy and still roll on?
Absolutely. These are all things we ask ourselves. Again, when we get into these altercations, these are questions that you should have already examined. But, ain't no better time than the present, so to speak. So like Rick said, you may be good today or on that day, but it's not this day. And all of these, this is where this mindset comes from, sis. It's different types of men in this world. And that's what I chalk it up to, because I hear what Trent is saying, but I'm one that kind of looked at it like basketball. Like, I took these punches from my friends on the block, from my brother in the house, from my cousins, from my uncles, when the lights wasn't on, when I was just practicing. Now the lights are on. People in the stands, people watching. It's time to perform. You know what I mean? So like he said, you got to be willing to give and get.
Yeah.
But, I don't know if the youngins there, I don't know if they're ready for that. I really don't.
Real talk.
Like I said, until you experience the moment where you actually fighting a man in his head up and you can't get him off your ass, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Because I'm going to be on your ass. Pause. I'm going to be on your ass.
Let's go.
Oh my goodness. Like the old. But I know we have what Beans always say that he will get him and his cousins, his brothers.
Yeah, his brothers and stuff. Yeah, I mean,
they gonna jump.
It's different type of men. It's different type of men in this world.
That's how I learned. That's how I came up, is getting jumped. That's why I just grabbed the one motherfucker I had beat with and beat the shit out of him.
Ooh, good point. Okay. I see that point. Just get the
I had a time I was attempted to be jumped, but I kind of pointed out the retaliation factor. Like, I don't know what y'all trying to do today, but when we get our get back, like, I don't know if y'all ready for it. Again, hindsight is 20/20 sometimes, and it's like y'all might do y'all thing today, and like the fella said, you got to be willing to take that. But how you gonna spin it? And the way I spun it that day was, it ain't like we ain't gonna do nothing about it. We definitely coming back. So I hope you're ready for it. And it was kind of curved by doing that.
Just to give y'all understanding of where I come from. I'm from the south side of Chicago. I'm the middle oldest boy. I got a little brother, a little sister, and an older sister. I had to fight dudes that was older than me, and I had to protect my brother and my little sister. I was a neutral. I ain't never been in no gang. Folks, Bloods, Crips. I ain't never. But if you come up in Chicago back when I grew up, everybody they was trying to get you to gang bang, right? So because I was neutral, I got jumped damn near every day for a year. Every day for a year coming back from high school. My freshman year of high school, I got jumped damn near every day. I'm exaggerating, but it felt like every day. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Absolutely.
So I had to learn how to get my back to a wall. Right. I had to learn I had to get a ground game going. You understand what I'm saying? Right. That's why I tell people when people talk about I don't play fight. There's no you can hit somebody and they can fall and crack their skull and it's a wrap. I don't play fight.
That's a fact. There's no such thing, Rick. Play fight lead to real fighting.
My wife, I love to fight. It's just I'm here. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I love fighting.
Even that flinching shit.
Love scrap.
Like, don't even flinch at me. Like that shit. I think we got to talk about unks and like those who grew up without internet and then those who did. I think because they'll call 30-year-olds unks now. I think if you grew up without internet, then that was our entertainment as kids. It was scrapping, and I think those who grew up with internet grew up, in the safety kind of like staying at home, and they watched violence, but they didn't really experience it. So to bring it all back, it will be over so fast. It wouldn't even be funny.
Let's go.
It would be if everyone spent money on the pay-per-view fight of this, they would be very disappointed that it's over in the first round. Unks would it's not even funny how quickly it would be over. And you can do the unks. We'll bring in the unks who's 55. They shit. If they actually even got any sort of kind of military, it's a wrap. It'll.
I'm just thinking about the sports minded brothers
whatever.
broke in Berlin. Like the sports was different when we came up. Basketball, boxing, football, the schematics, the hits, the level of players was a little different. They may argue that it may be better now, but the level of physicality, agility, like those things, they lack those things, and that's evident. So those are the things that's going to matter on, on the field.
I just got in trouble today at the where I mentor with the kids here because I taught them wall ball. With the tennis ball, and you throw it at the wall, you got to catch it. If you miss the ball, then they throw the tennis ball at you.
Yeah,
like
call it.
I thought that was a fun game. The kids were the head lady who was like, she's like, you can't do. And I'm like, what are you talking about? What's violent about this? And she's like, no, the kids might have a and I'm like, from wall ball. I can't teach the kids wall ball. I had to break it down. Like it helps with the coordination, and I had to do this I had to make up a bunch of bullshit to say like the actual applications of why wall ball is important. I was literally freestyling, but I was just like, you got to let these boys have something with some sort of.
I mean, just an example like that, like. If we were to examine that, something like wall ball, like I said, we call it flies up in New York, but it's the same concept, like throwing a ball against a wall and then the boys got to kind of catch it. And then we move on from there. But the timing, the hand-eye coordination, the competition level, a little bit of physicality, you might have to move somebody out of your way. And that's what they think. And they're so umbrella-ish. You know what I mean? Like we are an umbrella society. For kids we really don't care about, because when it comes time to feed them, when it comes time to talk to them, when it comes time to teach them to read, when it comes time to teach them how to interact with each other, like we fall short there. But we are really high on saying we love them and saying we want to protect them and telling you don't do this, that, and the other with them because they're children. So for me, you got to kind of see through the smoke and mirrors, but at the same time, be politically correct. So again, fellas, it's a gray area we got to operate in. And that's what we talking about in these boxes. Like it starts to become smaller and smaller, the area that we can operate in. Especially, it got to be gray, it got to be politically correct, it got to be verbally correct for everybody. Like, the walls are closing in and nobody's asking the men how they feel about it. Sorry for being so long-winded, y'all.
No, that was perfect, because I'll make this real quick and then you guys can chime in. She was literally saying, like, well, can you do the game without throwing the ball at the child? I'm like, no, that's the motivation. The children get the motivation to not drop the ball, or they got to run to the wall and hurry up. That's the part. That's the best part of the game. When you finally get to try to aim it, and if you drop it 3 times, you got to stand at the wall and everyone and she was looking at me like I was speaking something so barbaric, and I was just like, this is a game. I didn't bring up pine cone fights that we did in Oklahoma because we didn't have snowballs. Like, I was just like, this is a very child. I learned this game at 7 years old, and these are teenagers. They're not hurt, but I think sometimes mothers want to protect their kids from masculinity or competition in a way that really emasculates them. And I don't know if they're doing that on purpose or if they're just doing that because they're programmed to do this. But it's very difficult to try to motivate and mentor young Black teens without bringing in some sort of physicality or some sort of, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
So I have a clip. This might trigger some if you guys are in if you're married or have a lady. Okay.
God damn, sis.
I saw something. Okay.
Another spider.
Play a game. You gotta guess the food, the flavor of the food. To taste the flavor of the food. You ready?
Kind of good, like a pepper steak type.
Okay.
Pepper steak type vibe.
Okay, say some more.
Beef stew.
Okay. All right, it's a big bite. Now look what I just fed you.
What the fuck, dog?
That's why you don't date older women.
What?
That woman's older than him. That woman is older than him. And this is, just hear me out. Okay. That woman's old. She looks at him like a son or like an auntie to a like that ain't no real. Am I bugging y'all, or what do y'all think? That
first of
dynamic.
all, I ain't putting no blindfold for shit. I don't know what you're doing to me. Second of all, she do it just like all these other women do it for clicks, likes, and views. That's all. That's it. That's all.
That is expensive.
I mean, you see, she wasn't remorseful for it. She sat there lovingly and fed that man dog food for clicks, likes, and views. Like my man say, don't go with no person like that.
You think a younger woman would have done that to an older boyfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
These young girls is evil. Yeah.
I seen a video where a woman put nair in her boyfriend's dreads just before clicks, likes, and views.
That the same one that came back and cut her hair off or something like that?
Nah, I seen that one that you're talking about. Nah, Shorty said she was going do her man hair, retwisted or whatever, and then just for clickbait, I mean, put nair in his hair and took his dreads off for clicks, likes, and views.
Yeah.
At that person's expense, bro.
Right. Now, if you asked her what was the purpose of feeding him dog food, I bet you she couldn't tell you. Well, I just wanted to see what he was going to say.
That was funny.
I think he's going to get that man.
The clip was I think it was said at the bottom that they had an argument, and this is what you do when you're mad at your man or something like that.
Even
But that
still.
was in the description, something like that. She was mad at him.
So imagine that he get mad at her.
Yeah, I guess I don't know.
I think
You understand?
realistic. I want you to keep playing the video because I think he was about to. I think he was about to haul off on her.
No. It cut by itself. That's what you know.
Oh.
So the question is, the reason why I played it because that plays into what we're going to talk about tonight.
You need to get out of Baltimore. It plays into you, really?
Excuse me?
It plays into you?
We're going to talk about justified or nullified. When a man cries, break down, crash out, or fight back, are they seen as human or they are instantly judged?
Instantly judged.
So if he crashed out on her, are you going to behave now? Jay, are you going to behave now?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you.
See, Jay, you about to be put in time out the whole show. So if he would have crashed out, if he would have hauled off and hit her, would he have been justified?
Yeah.
Yes.
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 No, he wouldn't be justified. You know, society would completely.
I don't give a fuck about society.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't care what
We're
society.
just talking about justified.
Right.
Okay.
Yes,
Now,
he would be justified.
by who? By only. Okay, so by only men, probably, or even half the men. Half the men.
By whoever has common sense.
Okay, so the majority of people would not justify it then.
So most people don't have common sense, correct?
Correct.
Okay, just want to make sure we agree.
Oh, I absolutely agree. Most people don't have common sense, but most people in society would say that he is not justified in crashing out or smacking her up for that. He would be deemed the monster. He would deal with the consequences, and she would be the victim.
That's fine.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but she still violated that man. So there's this saying where you can't tell me how to retaliate after you violate me.
Mm-hmm.
You can't tell me now I gotta make you eat dog food the same way you made me eat dog food because that's an even playing field, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that would be even alchemy. Yes,
that man mind could take lava brain, right? He click out, and that was his reaction.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to fuck around and play stupid games, then dog, you gotta be willing to sit there and deal with the fucking consequences, man. Plain and simple to me.
What would be the consequences for her?
We're not talking about her.
She's the one that fed him the dog food. I'm just asking. We know what the consequences for him would be. What would be the consequences for her?
For her feeding him the dog food?
Yes.
The consequence would be his reaction.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So amongst men, would you say they would say he's justified in his reaction if he crashed out on her?
Crashing out mean he smacked her up, or crashing out he yelled at her and got all loud? Which one?
Let's go
There's
with
the difference.
The simple fact that a man defending himself to some bullshit is called a crash out. Let y'all know what the fuck it really is.
Right.
Why am I a crash out? Because I'm responding to you disrespecting me. Why am I crashing out? Because I'm responding to you being an asshole. Why am I a crash out? Because I'm responding to you feeding me dog food. You betrayed my trust.
But you're a man, Uncle Ricky, and you shouldn't.
I don't give a fuck. I keep trying.
I'm just telling you what society will tell you.
You can tell me whatever. That's the difference between me and most people. I don't give a fuck what people outside my four walls think. I could give a good goddamn. If you don't like what I believe, come talk to me about it or fight me about it. Which one you want to do?
Okay, so when the police come because of you doing whatever you've done, and then you go in front of the judge to try to explain what you've done.
That's all fine and dandy. I'll tell the judge exactly what I did, and when I get back, she'll be getting the fuck up out my house and taking whatever she had with her.
And that's what I'm talking about. It's like they could do anything they want with no justification. Our stuff gets done to us. We crashing out. We doing this. There are words for us, but they get the regular terms for them, which is barely nothing. To the point
they
where
get to always be the victim.
Right. Always 24/7. Whereas though, like I say, a woman could be beating on a man. Ain't nobody staying there or trying to help that man with nothing. A man ready to raise his hand, here come the whole army. People that she don't even know. People that you don't even know.
The world ain't designed with men in mind, though. Even though men design the world, we design the world with women and children in mind. Even under the court system, it's designed to protect women and children more than it's made to protect men. Even though we swear to God, we all live under the same constitutional law. It ain't that way, though. It's stats and facts already written. It's historically been written already. So severe on the marquee with it. Absolutely. They will always be. They've been the fairer sex. They've been the weaker sex on the planet. So they get treated like that. So when it does come time for them to have that accountability for what they did, that should go out the door.
Man and woman, you can expect anything. You can expect to do anything to anybody and have no retaliation. Point blank.
I agree.
Period.
I agree.
Okay.
Wait, okay. There's certain levels to joking around and pranking, and there are instances where a man or a woman, whatever, takes the joke. You know what I mean? Like there's some where people crash out, and it's like, hold on, man, like you out of pocket. The dog food one is not. I'm completely on. But what is a viable reason? What is a man allowed to do that's not going to get him ostracized by society in that situation? If someone does that to a man, what is his actual? Where can he crash out without having to deal with consequences?
You can. You're supposed to stay there,
cursing at her,
like it, and smile. To have a Coke and a smile, nothing more, nothing less. Now, if it was a joke, so much of a joke or a prank or a get back, why did she have to record it? Why couldn't she just get a get back and let it be that? She wanted everybody to see that.
So it's more about the embarrassment more than the prank. Yeah, basically. You're right. It's a way because she's mad at him for doing something wrong. I forgot what the headline was.
For argument, bro.
Okay.
For an argument. So I gotta worry about my surroundings every time I'm around you. I don't know if you put shit in my food. I'm never eating nothing you cook ever again.
No, I would say the relationship's over.
It could be, but I'm saying I'm not eating nothing.
Yeah, you would go. If a woman did that to you, you would still stay with her?
Hell no. It would have. I don't even eat women's spaghetti.
Come on, man, you missing out. There's some good. You just I feel you though. Okay,
Uncle Rick, let's go. I see you simmering over there, Uncle Rick.
No, right? Yeah, go ahead, Uncle Rick.
All right. Like, I'm a man, right? Listen to what I'm saying. But I don't hold back my first natural reaction for nobody. That's what's wrong with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm domesticated, but I'm not tame. Right? It's a difference. Yeah. This was crazy. This is what's crazy to me, right? This is what's crazy. You ask any mother who got some common sense that what they tell their sons. A woman stays in a woman place. If she don't put your hands on you, don't put your hands on her, right? Respect your, right?
Right.
What I'm saying is this, right? Everybody knows, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows. That's the shit that killed me, that everybody try to play like they ignorant to the fact. You think a woman, when she outside, right? Let's be honest. Let's be totally honest, right? Deep down in her soul, when she's still on a man, she's not expecting to get hit back.
Most aren't expecting to get hit.
No. You're not listening. You're not listening, right?
Okay.
Deep down in their heart of hearts and their soul of souls, right? Not the programming, not the shit that we tell them that we allow them to get away with, right? In their souls of souls, when they hit a man, do you think in their heart they saying he not gonna hit me back?
I do, man. I really, I've seen.
That's crazy. And I'm gonna jump in real quick.
In my experience in working in
lose your
restaurants
track,
and working
Uncle
with
Rick.
drunk people, women do not have an innate fear of hitting a man.
Okay. So Broken Berlin, when Mama told us somebody hit you, hit them back, was there a cutoff age or gender that she specified? And then Rick, you jump back in.
Yes, yes, there was. Mama didn't
tell everybody else on the panel. Stay right there. Trent, when Mama said if somebody hit you, you hit them back, did she specify gender or anything?
Yes. Many mothers said unless it's a girl. Yes.
Okay. Trent, how about you?
Nah. My people.
Severe? Oh,
yeah,
go
my
ahead,
people.
Trent.
Now my people are more peaceful than me. You feel me? I'm more the rough ones out the family.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, they didn't want me to be no punk though. You smell me?
Okay.
So
Severe?
Man, woman, infant, child, toddler, ant, animal, species, whatever touches you, you go to war. There's no gender for somebody. No, that's not how this works, bruh. I mean, we are humans. I don't care. I call mine's up right now. She told me, I don't care who they is, man, woman, like I said, girl. Oh no. Oh yeah, you get these hands. And then you find out later. You ain't gonna do it twice.
I got you.
Man or woman.
Appreciate you. Uncle Rick.
My mama said she don't care who. If they lay hands on you in the back, I don't give a fuck who it is. Plain and simple. Girl, boy, baby. If a dog punch me, I'm punching his ass back.
Anybody?
I don't understand this. I don't understand what people don't get about this. But hey, you got it, bro.
No, some people were raised different. I was told if a girl hits you, you don't hit her back.
That's why I don't argue. I got you. That's why I said, bro, I don't argue belief systems. That's your belief system. You got it.
No, it's not my belief system. I'm just letting you know what I was taught. It's not
why
my belief system.
Okay. So why are you arguing it?
I'm not arguing it. I'm just he asked me the question of what I was taught, and I answered the question. I'm not arguing it.
I got you.
So your belief system changed over time, but sis got something she want to say.
Absolutely, it changed over time as I started to work in restaurants and bars my entire life, and seeing how women, when they were drunk, start to really attack men. And I had to break up fights and get women out of the restaurants. It changed because I realized that you can't speak to drunk women and get them to do so. You have to be physical, at least grab them and get them out. Okay. So my belief system had to change.
Copy. Appreciate that, bro. Sis?
Yes, thank you.
Somebody in the back, Gordon Gartrell.
Okay, Gordon Gartrell. Can you show us? That might be us. That sounds like a name he would use, but we still got to see him just for the record. Can you wave just real quick, Gordon Gartrell? That sounds like a name us would use though.
And he's on mute, so I don't know.
If a female friend or a female friend of your son, a red lipstick, did that to him as a prank, what would you tell him to do?
Guys.
Say what?
Don't ask me that question.
I did. What would you tell your son to do if some girl who was a friend with did that and pranked and put it on the internet and did that? What would you tell him to do?
Take that same can and stuff it down her throat.
And then what would be the consequences of him doing that?
We worry about that when we get to
he'll cross that bridge when he come to it. Like that's sometimes that's gonna be the answer at the end of the day, bro. Only because my answer was gonna be, I play this clip on my show from Tommy Sotomayor, and he says, kind of peep the way our women celebrate when they get you upset. Like it's kind of something they champion. Like you big mad. Like they don't back down. They don't recourse. There's no higher road. There's no de-escalation. Like it's not just on our side. Like it's on their side as well. When they know you big mad, they double down. You ever tell them to leave somewhere? They not leaving. Like these things, all of these things are they play into a bigger picture. And I'll land my plane with this. Like, it's not about the hitting and hitting back or the equality in humanity. It's about the recognition that everything she did that you keep pointing out broke, that, you know, do you know the consequences because you're a man? He knew I was a man before she did all the stuff she did. Like, I was a man before she hit me. I was a man when she was all up in my face. I was a man when she put dog food in front of me. So after I react, don't point out that I'm a man now, because she knew. And we tend to focus on the effect and not the cause. Again, like, how do we get here? We always focus on, like, we're here now. But how do we get here? And it's that lack of wanting to acknowledge that, or maybe place blame where it might be, because that's such a harsh word that might be something hard to handle. What do you think, bro? And then, sis, you got it.
You're 100% correct, but I'm just saying that in most cases in society, society never cares or wants to analyze what triggered the man into making that mistake in the first place. There's so many times where men were minding their own business and a woman did something that was completely out of pocket, and then he retaliates, and then he's like, wait a minute, she did this, and nobody cares. The police didn't care, the crowd of men who were around him didn't care, and as they jumped him, you're squinting your face, Uncle Rick, like this doesn't happen.
It wasn't you. It was the comment.
Yeah, it was the comment.
Okay, my fault.
I will address you directly, sir. Believe you me.
Yeah, it was this comment.
Right
here.
Yeah. So again, it's
duly noted, Rade.
It's happened since the 80s and the 90s, early 2000s, even today. When men retaliate, nobody cares about they care about the effect. They don't care about the cause, tribe. Even when that man is shouting to the world about the cause, hey, she did this. Hey, she did this to me. Hey, nobody cares. He's yelling it to deaf ears, and the men don't hold him up and help him. The women don't help him, and the court systems don't help him. So I think it just makes logical sense to, if you're a man, you gotta understand that you got this system built against you. And yes, your masculinity, your manhood, you are a human being, but you gotta look at the bigger picture, especially if you have children. Because if you have children and you crash out and then you go to jail, but then what happens after that? I don't think that in our community, we're foresighted enough to realize, like, yo, I may have to be a bitch in this moment to either get back in a different way, or to not deal with the consequences of what's going to happen if I be a man and do something to this woman who disrespected me. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Absolutely. I got you.
But everyone's completely right. Everybody,
everybody definitely.
Y'all all correct,
right?
You know.
But what happens if? Never mind. We'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
But what do you want your son to do, Pretty Red? If that happens to him,
he said already. He answered.
Okay. So again, now what will be the consequence of that? You said we'll figure that out when he gets there. Okay. Now we're there. Mm-hmm. His consequences are he's in jail. His consequences are he's locked up,
and she going to jail too.
And then what? Is that? Do you think that's the right way to actually teach your son? So
here's the thing.
Okay,
this is the question I was about to ask you guys. Since we're here. What happens? So my question is why? I think I already know the answer, but why do you think men do not get grace for that spur of the moment, emotional moment that I just lost it for that brief moment. All logic went out the door because I just broke. Why men don't get no grace for that, but women do?
You want the truth?
Yes,
because
you know I do.
I'll tell you why. Because we better than y'all. That's why. Because we're better than y'all. Y'all expect us to be better than y'all. Mm-hmm. Y'all have expectations for us that y'all don't have for yourselves as women.
Okay.
And
It's,
society and men as well, based on the answer.
I'm about to say in society,
Right.
because like we're going to review some cases. This is why I brought this topic up, because I've been seeing, I saw something, how divided, yeah, how divided society, our community can be on a certain situation when it has to do with men. But if you flip it to a woman being in that position, they have all the grace. But when it's a man in that position, send them to the chamber. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that's why I brought this topic up, because I want to get you guys' thoughts on the double standard on that. When women can be justified in the same situation, but men are nullified. So y'all get where I'm going?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's cool when you do it, but it's a problem.
It's a problem when I do it. Tell them. Hey,
so,
man. Say, man. Shit. Y'all got it though.
So maybe because men aren't seen as human beings, they're inherently seen as monsters by society and by women. You might be.
I got you, Berlin.
Okay.
I got you, Berlin. Right, but that point, I don't like that point, because again, you can't expect a monster to be better than you in all facets of life.
Well, that's very logical, what you said.
Right.
But our culture is not a logical culture.
Again, like I said, right. I hear what you're saying. However, right, this is why I express to everybody that they don't have common sense, and the people who follow the wave is just drowning themselves. Right? How can you say the men are monsters when we're expected to make more money than you? We're expected to have better judgment than you. We're expected to be more logical than you, yet we're monsters, right? And again, I said this before and I'll say it again, and Sean, my shit is circular because it's true, right? If it's so bad out here, why don't women move more cautiously then? If it's so bad. Everything isn't it crazy how they can give us extreme, these women getting attacked and we get great and we can't, but they still out here getting in people's trucks at 3 a.m. that they don't know.
Yeah. If men are such monsters, they still willing to get into the face of a monster and yell and put their face and finger in the monster.
They liars, bro. They wake up with something. They wake up thinking of something to lie about, bro. This entire thing is a lie. They say women are the romantic ones when it's really the men, right? They say women want marriage when it's really the men, right? They say women are more nurturing to the children when it's really the men.
Yeah.
Yes. In fact, I'll say it's even women are only empathetic to other women and gay men. They are not empathetic to straight men unless it's someone in their family, and that's maybe.
I don't. Can we get back on? I don't want to get on the ladies. That's not.
I mean, we absolutely know, and that's why sis named this blueprint to a man's thoughts, not blueprint to society thoughts, not blueprint to everybody else except us. Think about what's gonna happen to you because you're a man. That's exactly why she had this show. So again, we're gonna concentrate on how you guys feel about the subject matter that sis brings up. Like, we don't care about society, what they think, what our ramifications is. We men, we already thought about that. I know what a jail cell is. I know what central booking is. I know how to get my record worked out. We know that. We always have foresight, and we take these consequences.
I don't know that. I ain't never been in jail.
Yeah, and me neither.
Tom from Boondocks
because
is my
we
spirit
took
animal.
it into consideration. He ain't never been to jail. He ain't never been to
just said
jail.
Okay.
This is not an anomaly. None of us never been to jail. I graduated cum laude from cooking school, fam.
I've been to jail.
Okay, I thought you just said you went to central bookings. My bad. I thought you said
no, never been. Never been. So again,
wait, what did you just say?
I've never been to jail. Never. That's not. No, I've never been.
The sentence right before that, you didn't say you've been to central bookings. You didn't just say that.
No.
Okay.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. So what I was saying was, let's keep the conversation on the mind frame of the blueprint to the men's thoughts that's up here. The men that's up here.
This is what I think, though.
Let's go, Trent. What up, bro?
The world don't really love men And at the same time, as we get ridiculed, trash talked upon, and all this negative energy coming our way and all this negative behavior coming our way, they know deep down inside of them, they wouldn't have a world without men. Imagine being taught to hate something that you cannot live without.
Mm-hmm.
It's a psychological mind fuck, right? That's just that to me. That is plain and simple as that. Uncle Rick put it in a framework, but I never heard of that. Put it in that framework before, right? But at the end of the day, plain and simple, women didn't build this fucking world that they live in. Women not pulling the heavy load in society. So after you mistreat me, you still expect me to go out there and work hard and bust my ass. After you call me, my granddaddy, and my daddy, and my uncle, and none of us ain't shit, you still want to be respect. You still want us to turn around, respect, and protect you. How does that work then?
Yeah.
You wear your ass so high up on your fucking shoulders, right? For the world to fucking kiss. Who the fuck do you think you are? We grew up knowing this shit. We grew up knowing this shit. From small boys to grown men, and we see it spin cycle after cycle after cycle after cycle. We know there's an underlying hate for us. We know this.
All right, let's welcome Hoss to the panel.
Salute, home.
Salute, bro.
Just a reminder, you guys, we have a goal for the Cash Apps. AOS was the Cash Apps and 15 memberships. And I think I just got all the memberships.
You fell in love with my avatar, that's sweet. Now fall into my Cash App at Red Lipstick Vibes. Legs, I don't walk. I roll into rooms and shut them down.
Don't forget to support the Paper Towel Fund on Cash App, Red Lipstick Vibes.
All right, I have a clip. So we're about to talk about one situation where you have some people who's kind of divided. And it's about a young man who's about to be put on child support. Here we go.
I'm gonna need all my shit too whenever you drop my son off with my mom.
Okay.
And don't think none of this shit sweet. I'm dead ass.
So we done?
Yeah. And your child support, all that shit. You wanna put me on child support, all that. And while you recording me, I want this video recording to get me clear as day. And I'm in my right mind. I will kill you. And my son, anybody, since you put me on child support. Don't come near me.
Okay.
And y'all will have y'all money and shit.
Okay.
Bye. You don't give a fuck. All you do is fuck other men.
Bro, can I go food?
Yes. Go have fun with your other men.
He's such a bum. I hate this for him. You're like...
All right. Justified or nullified? What you guys think?
Justified.
Just don't say justified. You gotta tell me why. Why do you say
what
justified?
it is. He told her what it is, and that's what it's gonna be. She don't like it. Oh well. Never did. They don't get along anyway, so it's justified. Just telling her, can't even tell somebody how you feel or whatever. It's justified. I don't care.
He told not justified. He told her that I'll kill you. It's not justified.
Hey.
Completely not justified.
Okay.
I'll kill you because you put me on child support? No, that's not justified.
Okay.
If she put him on child support and the kid wasn't his, then maybe it's justified. But no, it's not justified at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
Brother Jones, how about you, Uncle Rick?
Oh, so what matters? Is it what you say or what you do?
What you say matters. Words matter.
Like that's so. I'm gonna be a millionaire tomorrow.
You tell me you're gonna kill me when you see me.
That's,
we have
no,
a problem.
don't bring it back.
That's
Don't
what
bring it
he's.
back. No. See, this is what
Okay.
y'all do, right? Stay in the
What is what I'm speaking on what he said.
This is
you
what
put me on.
people-
I'll
this is
kill
what-
you. Is that
This is
okay.
what people who can't speak objectively do, right? Again, I'm asking the question. I don't want you to go back, right, and try to move the goalposts. And please, let's stay right here, right? So, does it matter what you say or what you do, panel?
It matters what you say, and it matters what you do. Both matter.
Which is more important, panel?
What you do.
Say
What
or
you
what
do
you
is
do?
more important.
What you
What
do.
you do is more important.
Right.
They say actions speak louder than words, right?
Correct.
Yes,
Right.
but words still. Okay. Yes, actions speak
Correct.
louder than words.
Correct. Right.
Okay.
So again, what I'm expressing to you guys is this: if you can control what that man can say, then you can control what the next person says, and you can control what the next person says. I'm not saying the threat is good. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, does he have the right to say what he want to say? Yes.
You have the right. You have the right to tell someone, "I'll kill you next time."
Yes,
that's not a right, sir. You go to jail for that. You go to jail for that.
Actually,
you don't.
Actually, bro, it's that's a conditional threat. So the threat came with a condition. If you do this, then I do this.
Even listen to what I'm saying.
Did you hear that part of it?
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Oh, okay.
Listen to,
I'm sorry.
listen to what I'm saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
What I'm trying to explain, guys, is that and again, this is a trick that you fall in because it's society, right? You are free to say whatever you want to say. Whatever you want to say is what you do afterwards that matters.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So hold on, right?
You said right. So I thought that meant you were asking if you were right. My bad. Go ahead.
This rolls into exactly what went on with the man today. He is free to say whatever he want to say. He is free to say whatever he wants to say. It's that thinking that got him pew today. You can't say that. Your thoughts can't be that. Your thoughts can't be different. You can't say what you want to say. It's what you do that matters. Your words is just that, lip service. What we're doing right now is playing lip service. I can tell y'all this shit all day. I can tell y'all, oh, Uncle Rick that, and I love my wife. But if y'all came here and saw I beat my wife and threw her in the basement and had 12 bitches in the house, y'all be like, Uncle Rick ain't shit.
But you love your wife.
Thank you. You see what I'm saying? It's not what you say, it's what the fuck you do, which solidifies. That's
can she not get a restraining order on him because of what he said? It's a question, yes or no.
I don't think so. I don't think she could. I don't think she could. Again, I think it's a conditional threat, broke.
Maybe we need to play the clip again.
He's going to kill her, or he didn't say he's going to delete her the next time he sees her. He said, if you put me on child support,
I'm going to kill you.
That is correct. So
if
again,
you're putting me, she's already in the process of putting him on child support. She's already started the process. He's saying, if you're okay,
you go ahead. No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
She's already started the process, or we can play the clip again. She's already started the process of child support. He's saying, if you're putting me on child support, I will kill you. That is a threat. That is a reason for her to get a restraining order. That is a reason for her to even withhold him seeing the children. This is what happens a lot of times when men say certain things after a breakup happens, and then all of a sudden they lose their fatherhood. I have to coach men about when they have a breakup with women, not to say shit like that emotionally, because it does end up destroying their fatherhood rights in the big picture. So
okay,
what
I have the video. We're gonna let's look at it one more time, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna need all my shit too whenever you drop my son off with my mom.
Okay. Okay, so if you read down, it says, it looks like she said I have a U-Haul, restraining order, full custody. This is not a drill. So it looks like she already has, looks like she's leaving him or something, and she has full custody, and so she's probably going after child support now that she has full custody.
Mm-hmm. And she already has a restraining order.
Right, it looks like she has a restraining order already.
Yeah, don't think none of this shit sweet. I'm dead ass.
So we done.
Yeah. And your child support, all that shit. You want to put me on child support, all that. And while you recording me, I want this video recording to get me clear as day. And I'm in my right mind. I will kill you and my son, anybody, since you put me on child support.
I will kill you and my son, anybody, for putting me on child support.
Since you're putting me on child support.
Oh, okay. Does that make a big difference? I'll kill you and my son.
I mean,
since
again,
you're putting me.
A conditional threat is a statement that warns of potential harmful actions unless certain conditions are met. So I'm not saying he shouldn't go to jail if he doesn't. She can't get a restraining order if she goes down there, or threats are not liable for prosecution or consideration. I'm saying there's a condition. There's a way that it can be avoided. Whether or not you choose to take that step, that's on you. But the road could be avoided. Would you agree?
The only way the road would be avoided is by her not putting him on child support.
Is that a viable option?
It's very much a viable option, but it's
so
not
it's
a viable option.
Conditional threat. It's only a conditional threat. Again, I'm not saying it's not a threat. I'm saying it has a condition. And in order for
the conditions already happened,
the condition has to be met. No, it's not, because it has to be. He said if you continue, or if you do, or whatever wording he used to say, if you take this to completion, then that would be the result. Am I mistaken?
I believe you are.
Okay.
But I could also be wrong. I look at it as it is he threatened not just her, he threatened his own son, and he said he's in his right mind. Any lawyer will see that, and that's an easy case. Am I tripping?
I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
TJ, what up, broski?
What up, TJ?
The house. Thank you for being here.
I'm not arguing. I'm sorry, TJ. What's good, bro? Arguing what's popping. I'm not arguing what's right or wrong, my boy. Right? I'm arguing the right to be able to say what the fuck you want.
Exactly.
That part.
You're allowed to say what the fuck you want, but you also have to deal with the consequences for saying what the fuck you want.
I never said that. We covered that earlier, correct?
Mm-hmm. We tried.
Didn't I cover that earlier?
So if a man threatens, a man, you got a niece, and she's trying to get away from, she's got the restraining order, she's trying to break up, she's got the U-Haul, and she has the son, and the baby father comes to your niece or whatever and says this, you not gonna feel some type of way?
It don't matter how I feel, he's gonna do something. Is he gonna do something?
Eventually he might, yes.
There you go.
How do we know
he might.
He said he's in his right mind.
He might.
He said he's in his right.
Stop moving the goalpost, my boy. Stop doing that.
I'm not
doing that.
Uncle Rick, I'm not moving the goalpost at all. I'm right here on the topic. I'm not moving the goalpost. I'm analyzing exactly what he said. He said he's in his right mind when he said this, and he said, "I will kill you and my son."
Yep, and like I said,
okay. We only address it once he does it.
Yes.
Yes. No, you gotta no. You check that before he does it, before she's murdered or before he kills the son. He's already made the threat. Am I tripping here? Is anyone?
But did the act get carried out?
You are. Hello, everybody.
You can say what you want to anybody, as long as you don't put your hands on them or carry out the act. What's going on?
What makes
you got? We acknowledge it's a threat. We acknowledge it's a threat all day, but me saying I'm going to delete you right now. I got witnesses here that heard me say it.
Yes,
I'm not carrying
I
out
have.
that.
I have the right to kill you now because you've given me that threat. Yes,
And there it is. But I didn't carry out the threat, so you kill me. That's on you. I've threatened you, yes, but I did
no.
not.
When I go to the court of law, I can bring up the fact that you said that you wanted to delete me, and I can get off.
And
I
that's
never did.
fine.
I never did.
That's fine.
All I said, I was
It doesn't
gonna
matter
do
if
it.
you did. You may if you pull a gun on somebody but didn't pull the trigger. Is the other person allowed to pull the trigger first?
See, that's the difference. That's the difference,
Right.
Berlin. One is
Right.
verbal, and one
One
is
is physical.
action being taken.
Yes.
Okay, if someone comes to me and says, "Hey man, I'm gonna kill you next time I see you." Next time I see you, it's on. Next time I see you, I'm lighting you up. Am I not allowed to go ahead and end him right there for that threat?
It's just speech at that point, dog. You ever heard about the phrase called wolf tickets? They selling wolf tickets. No, you never heard that phrase before.
Yeah, I've heard that phrase before.
Okay,
but
then.
I haven't heard that. I haven't heard that phrase. I haven't heard that phrase in the court of law. I've only heard that phrase in the streets.
Okay.
You're arguing
Let's
minutia,
put a pin in that. Let's get
move
to
on.
Gordon Gartrell and TJ. Let's get y'all thoughts on what y'all heard so far and keep the conversation moving. Gordon?
For me personally, I feel like if you threaten me and I have the inclination that your threat is real, then hey, I have no choice but to fuck that. No, because you made the threat. So if something was to happen to me or my son, then whatever you do, it's premeditated murder, right? Because you said it, right? So I'm not gonna take the fucking chance of you waking up tomorrow like, you know what? This bitch put me on child support. I'm just gonna go kill her and my son. Like, no. And like, if you walk on a fucking plane right now and say, if my plane is late, I'm gonna blow this fucking plane up. Guess what? They're gonna lock your ass up.
That's not the
Because of
argument.
threat. Because
That's
of
not the argument, guys.
No, but he made a threat against her life. So whatever she does to follow that,
Does he understood? Does he have the right to say it?
yes, he has the right to say what he wants.
Thank you.
And conversely, I have the right to protect me and my son, don't I?
Correct.
No, correct. But no one's arguing consequence. This is what Broken Berlin did, right? Moving the shit down the line. Yeah, there's gonna be consequences. Yeah, he might do it, he might not, but he has the right to say what the fuck he wants to say. The same way you got the same right to say what the fuck you want to say.
So
what do you mean the right? How does he have the right to say it if he has to deal with the consequences? How does he have the right to say?
Because you do.
No. What do you mean the right? Maybe you don't have the right to say things if you have to deal with the consequence of it. That means he doesn't have the right to say it.
That was dumb what you just said. That was dumb.
What is he talking about?
One mic, everybody. Very logical, not dumb. But you can go ahead and you can ostracize and say whatever you want to say.
It's not ostracizing. It was.
You can keep saying it's dumb. Okay, then fine, whatever. Then fine. I will complete this dumb comment that you keep trying to say. It is not dumb. You do not have the right to say whatever you want to say if you have to deal with consequences for what you said.
Yes,
what do you mean you have the right? What right are you speaking about?
What are you talking about?
The First Amendment, son. You can say what you want to say.
Can I go?
Yeah, you can. You can. And get in there, man. Get in there, TJ.
Can I go?
Pause.
So he's trying to conflate the right with consequences, and we all can see that. You have the absolute right. Broken Berlin, I got the absolute right to tell you that I'm gonna bust you in your fucking mouth in 5 seconds, and I have every right to deal with the consequences of me telling you that. Just because the consequences.
Do you have the right to tell me you want to kill me?
Yes, just because the consequences
are. Then I can call the police. Okay. Go ahead.
If the consequences are negative to me, so be it. It does not negate the right that I have a right to say it.
Free speech. That's
just because I threaten the POTUS. Just because I may threaten POTUS doesn't mean I don't have a right to threaten POTUS. Now, there's a consequence to me threatening POTUS, but it doesn't negate the fact that I have the right to verbally threaten POTUS. Even though, for the record, FBI and YouTube snitches, I'm not threatening POTUS.
Right.
I'm just using it as an example. Because if you threaten POTUS, if you don't believe me, what's going to happen? Ask Ted Nugent when he threatened POTUS. What happened 5 hours later? The knock on the door he got when he threatened POTUS. You can threaten somebody even if there's a consequences for the threatening. I can threaten to blow up the police station. Guess what's going to happen if I threaten to blow up the police station? Them suckers are coming to kick my damn dough in.
Yeah.
And they might
so that means every human being on this planet has the right, pretty much, to say whatever. It's the consequences.
Yes. Consequences be damned. Yes.
Republic Democratic.
Let me tell you something. God gives you the right. Hold on. God gives you the right to curse him. God gave you the right to curse him. But there's a consequence for that.
Right.
He doesn't.
Right.
Yeah. See,
Berlin, I don't see what you're getting lost on. I swear, I don't see where you're getting lost on what's being laid flat. Right? You have the right, and it's written down constitutional law that you have that right. Just like 5 is to shut the fuck up, right, and not incriminate yourself, and 4 is for search and seizures, right, and 2 is to have arms, right. These are the written laws for that land. So you have the right because it's been given to you. You have the right. Just that simple.
Given to me by who?
By the government.
But that same government will give me the consequence.
Okay, so when they wrote these laws, society lived a different type of life. Do you remember these laws are
we've already established it's not an American thing. He's saying globally, everybody. It's not an American thing. Everyone in the world has.
Every country is a democratic republic. Right. So some countries that are dictatorships don't have the same rights. North Korea don't have the same rights as America.
Wait, no. He's saying that everybody has the right on the world to say whatever they want. It's just that they have to deal with the consequences from their government. That's a different. Is that not the baseline that he said?
It still
he's here. You can ask him. He's here.
Even if you're in a dictatorship country, you have
the right.
Because you have a brain and you have a mouth. So whatever you say, you could deal with the consequences of it. That's all we're saying.
Okay, so we have that right. So that's given to us by the creator or whatever. Okay, right. So
sure,
not a government.
Whatever it is, right? Those two things stand differently and separate.
Next subject, please.
Okay.
wait. You did he freeze or did you just start blinking? Because I see you blinking, but you stopped talking. You there?
Me?
Yeah, you stopped like mid sentence, didn't you?
Yeah.
Or...
Because that's it. To me, that's it. They're separate things. If they align, sometimes they might be in the same boat. But sure, great. But they stand separate. Plain and
consequences. Simple. Consequences have nothing to do with the right of you having to be able to do something. Separate things. Right. Let's go next up, Red. Let's go. Thanks, Trent. Let's go, Red.
Okay. So here's the next situation. Baby mom.
Did that shit went full circle to y'all? That conversation went full circle. Y'all just because that shit did not make sense. But that shit went full circle to y'all.
We could take what we need and then build on it and then do the research or whatever necessary due diligence you need to do for yourself.
I'm just asking if that went full circle to y'all. That's all.
Yeah, we got this.
Next subject, Ready Red, please.
Okay. Justified or nullified? Baby mama drama.
Kira.
Oh, here you go.
So in this situation, the dad is having a visit with his daughter. They went out to dinner, and baby mama, the wildebeest, shows up at the dinner because he's at the dinner with his other family. Okay, here we go.
Thank you. Appreciate
It's visitation time, honey. Like
that's what you need to understand.
Okay, and I'm understanding that.
So why are you still here?
Because I can be.
No, you can't. Honestly.
So
I'm not going nowhere. So that's cool.
Y'all having y'all visitation.
All right.
Yeah, okay. So when Erica come back. Now, was y'all supposed to go to the mall? Was y'all supposed to go to the mall?
I don't know what the plan is now.
The plan was dinner. Dinner? Yes. A supervised dinner?
No, it wasn't no supervised.
It's never clarified, supervised, unsupervised.
All right, so why are you still here?
Because it's going to be supervised. This is my corner. Me. Kira, okay. So, no, you're not going to do that. It's a good vibe. Baby happy. She ain't kicking and hollering and screaming.
She ain't kicking and hollering, none of that.
I'm so glad.
So go away.
I'm talking to you. So Kira,
okay, I'm talking to you.
So wait. Come on. We gotta keep the peace. This is co-parenting. You gotta learn to co-parent. So let's keep the peace. She's not supposed
to be here.
Yeah.
It doesn't
specify.
Okay. It don't matter.
So Kira,
supposed to be here. That's a supervised visitation.
So it's a happy vibe. So y'all could go back up to the board. If we go to the mall, because we got time to go to the mall, right? Y'all gonna come to the mall with us? I thought the mall was Sunday. That was what me and Erica talked about. Okay, so we're not doing the mall today.
Y'all talked about you weren't supposed to be here. You still here, right?
I'm talking to you.
All right, but I'm talking to you.
Okay. So here, everything was good. Okay, so when we get finished eating, we gotta come past y'all. So we're gonna keep everything on a even keel, okay? So everything was good, everything vibed. So you and your mom, y'all wanna
Justified, nullified.
Nah, get the fuck out of here.
The baby mama being justified, or what part are you asking?
We're talking about the man, how he's expressing himself at the table.
Oh, completely justified.
He had
100% justified.
He had the right to express himself, right?
It's not even because of that. It's because she's completely out of pocket, and it's child's time. She doesn't need to be there micromanaging it. That's my position. Not because he has the right to say what he wants to say. No, he's completely justified in saying it because, again, it's his father time. She doesn't need to be there. The court's not saying that she needs to be the one that's the supervising overseer of the child's time. It's not her role. She's completely out of pocket. He's completely justified in calling that out. He should. The girlfriend's trying to keep the peace. He's completely justified in damn near almost crashing out.
I'd have got the big bitch a 20-piece because that's all she wanted anyway. Keep it pushing. Keep it pushing. Can't go your 20-piece.
So question. Did the baby mama have a right to be there?
No.
Why not?
Wait.
No.
Wait.
She did. It's in public.
No, she didn't have a right. Shit.
Yes.
No, she didn't have a right to be there. No, she didn't.
Why not?
Why not? It's a restaurant. She can be there.
Yeah.
Okay, you can be there, but be over there, not here.
Says who? He don't own a restaurant.
I don't.
That's public.
See,
public.
You're like grasping at straws. If it's my time, it's my time. Am I hitting the kid, slapping the kid, punching the kid? No.
See, this is what y'all do. Stay where I'm at. Stay where I'm at. I don't give a fuck about your feelings. I'm asking you a question. Does she have a right to be there?
No.
Why not?
Because
she does.
It's a public restaurant.
That's a public restaurant, bro.
I understand
all
that.
The public restaurant, she come
be
there.
Public over there. Be public over there. I don't need you over here. If I'm sitting over here fucking my kid, but she's not there for the right reason to say, hey, blah, blah, blah. No, she's here to screw up what him and his new girlfriend have. She's not there for the right reason. If she just there to say, hey, blah, 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 hey, son or daughter, and move the fuck on. But she's not doing that. She's
You want her to participate the way you want her to, especially in that's supposed to be his time, right? You want her to stay within boundaries and do how you believe it should be done, correct?
How the judge maybe said it's supposed to be done? How the court
see what the fuck I'm talking about? Answer the goddamn question, nigga.
Well, that
Wait, why are
was
you
not
calling me
the
the N-word?
answer.
Wait,
Because you can't
whoa.
stay on.
Uncle Rick,
You can't
I've
stay
never
on
once
task,
called you out your name. Don't
bro. I'm not.
do
I
this.
don't
There's no
care. I
reason
don't
to.
care.
If we
Then
have a
talk.
different, if we
Then
have a
talk
difference of
like men.
opinions, then that's no
Then
problem.
have a
But there's no reason to
conversation like
call me
men.
outside my
Have a
name. Have I ever
conversation like
disrespected you in
men.
that way?
Have a
Have I
conversation
ever
like
disrespected
men.
you in that way, sir? Have I ever disrespected you in that way?
Yeah, sometimes less is more, homie.
No,
But
you haven't. Answer the question.
Then please don't give that to me. If we
we're
have a difference
you
of
haven't.
opinion,
No, you
we're
haven't.
trying to
Answer the question.
Where I am me personally, I'm trying to answer. Just because you don't agree does not mean that I'm a fucking nigga, right? I'm just saying, if it's my time with my kid, right? Well, our kid, and we're at a restaurant, and you just so happen to see us, right? Yes, respectfully come through, say, hey, how y'all doing, right? But she's not there to do that. She's there because she sees him with like his girl or whoever that may be, right? And she's not there to be respectful. She's there to stir up stuff and things like that. And is that called for? No, it's really not called for. Hey, we're good. I will drop him or her off whenever, right? Yes, she has the right to be at the restaurant, but if I'm at the restaurant with my new family, you do not have the right to invade my space because you're jealous. Keep it pushing. And shout out to his girl for like trying to, you know what I'm saying, be cordial, because I'm sure she wanted to put hands on her, but she didn't, right? So somebody has to be the grown up. And clearly it wasn't the baby mama. And like I said, I dropped her off. Hey, your 20 piece is at the bar. Go away.
Got you. Appreciate you, bro. Rick?
I ain't got nothing else to say.
TJ?
I'm not even sure what the question is anymore.
Lord Jesus. So the clip, do you think it was, justified that the young man behaved in that fashion, used the rhetoric and the jargon that he did, or do you think something different?
I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to sit there. I got a very similar personality type for my daughter's mother. So I'm sitting there trying to figure out, how I would react in that situation. Yeah, I mean, I think he was justified, but my overall feeling is he brought that shit on himself by having a baby with that wildebeest. So, I mean,
Lord Jesus.
So, I don't feel sorry for him at all. He bought that shit lock, stock, and barrel. So I don't feel sorry for him at all. At all. But see, when this is that was just an exercise in what happens when you do stuff upside down and backwards. Mm-hmm. The mere fact that this woman feels like she has the right to control something that's only 50% hers is beyond me.
And that's my whole point.
Is beyond me. But like I said, yeah, he has a right to react. It looked like he was on the verge of crashing out if it wasn't for the lady that he was with.
Mm-hmm.
And it looked like that he was on the verge of crashing out with that baby in his hand. I'll be more concerned about how he needs to probably try to regulate how he knows that wildebeest is out of control when she shows up. So if you know that she's had the propensity to be like that, you should prepare for that. You should not be responding with the same, as the young folks like to call it, the same amount of energy. You shouldn't be doing that. You know what I mean? When you know what time it is with this person.
Appreciate that, fellas. Anybody
so
else?
What would your solution be? What, for him just take the bill, take and everyone just leave? That would probably be your solution.
What, just to get up and leave?
What would be your solution for him in that situation?
Because she was blocking the door, the aisle, and the sun, so he couldn't go nowhere.
What would your solution be for him?
Huh?
What would your solution be for him to do?
Sit
in
there.
that situation.
For him, his solution.
Sit there and take it.
Yeah. What can he do? Even though, no matter how out of order that woman was, if he got busy with her in that environment, it wouldn't have mattered how out of order that woman was. He was going down for it. It wouldn't have mattered. especially in the public setting. He was going down for, and they would have got him for endangering a child because he was holding the child in his hand, and he's the one. They would look at him as the responsible party, even though Mama Wildebeest got out of pocket. Indeed. Like I don't even know how did she like know that they were going there? Did she follow him? Or I don't understand none of that.
I think when she seemed to have the itinerary of what was happening for the weekend, because she was like, there was a part where like, wait, I thought you guys were going to the mall Sunday. So it seemed like he had the child maybe for the weekend, and she has the itinerary of what they were doing. And maybe that's how she showed up and went there. You know what I mean? Because she seemed to already go ahead.
I can understand that. Like let's see, today Wednesday, right? So I had my daughter Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. I took her out of school. I told the mother, I took my daughter out of school when we went out of town and hung out, did whatever. I told her, here's a general idea of what we're doing, but she doesn't get to call me on Sunday and go, hey, you guys you supposed to be at the aquarium in Chicago and you over in Indianapolis. What's up with that? I wish that like hell she would. Because that would be a short-lived conversation. You don't get to, which I've had to have that conversation with my daughter's mom. You don't get to dictate to me nothing what I do with my daughter. Because she didn't even want me to take her out of school. Take her out of school whenever the fuck I want to. I pay for it. My daughter in private school, and I pay for it. I take her where my daughter 342 miles away. If I want to show up tomorrow and take her out of school at 1:00 in the afternoon, that's what I'm gonna go do. I don't need permission. Now, a lot of these guys defer to these women as if they're not just as an equal parent to that damn child or not.
I think they're deferring to the women in the courts.
Huh?
I think they're deferring to the women and the court. I don't think that the men are necessarily deferring to the women. I think that the men know that the women have the court.
That dude is. I'm watching the dynamic. That dude is deferring to that woman's authority. I'm watching that in real time
because her authority is only backed up by the courts.
That we don't know that specifically about her, but I understand that. But can no court in this land tell me what the hell I can and cannot do with my daughter?
Bullshit, sir.
Right.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
have to call bullshit on that too.
All right.
Yeah,
they can enforce it, but they can't tell me shit. If I want to go do with my daughter, go deal with my daughter.
If they tell you if the courts tell you that you can't go to your daughter and you go to your daughter, then what happens?
I deal with the consequences. If I want, there's not.
And what will those
been having this conversation
be
the
that you
whole
will
night.
not have time with your daughter anymore?
There's not a soul on this planet that can keep me from my child when I want to be with my child. I don't give a damn about what
they want. Just like every other video we played tonight. That's the reoccurring thing. You
I don't care what that white man say. I'm already built for it. I'm already okay with the consequences of it. If I wish like him. If that's the case, trust and believe the mother has tried.
Mm-hmm.
She's tried.
Hey,
so here's the thing, gentlemen. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Right, and sees me and you have had this conversation offline, right? Mm-hmm. Like the reason why me and my ex-wife, like I have 3 kids by her, I have no outside kids, right? Me and her, I told her a long time ago when we and her split, if you want to go to court for child support, right? And this is just my feeling. If they say you have to pay $3,000 a month, right? Don't call me when you need $3,001 because you took that route. Now I'm just saying, like, it's nothing I won't do for
bro.
Right?
I got you. Nah, hold up. Pause right there, though, bro. I got you. It's just a 2 second chime in.
Right.
That was a conditional threat. Now you go.
Right. So me and her as adults with 3 children and was married for 12 years, like, look, let's be adults and come up with a number, right? Until my first 2 turned, like my first one turned 18, that number cuts off. My second one turned 18, that number cuts off. My third one, she just turned 16. So in 2 more years, that number cuts off, right? The same thing with me getting extra money inside my VA pension because I have children, right? But once they turn 18, they shut that shit off. So my point is, like, I get what everybody here is saying, but circumstances are different. He knew that bitch was crazy when he screwed her, right?
Okay.
So,
Okay.
like, does he have the right to say what he wants? And thank God that his girl was there. I think somebody said that. Like, his girl was trying to, like, shut that shit down. Like, let's be adults. And if the court says you're on child support, and you can, like, so you cannot leave the state if you're on child support without the mother or father's permission.
Got
You
you.
just can't.
Got you.
You know what I mean?
Appreciate you.
So,
No doubt.
but my question is, how the fuck, like somebody mentioned, how the fuck did she know where he was? Turn your location off.
I got you. I got you. Shout out to all the fellas, man. Amazing chime-ins from everybody. For me, before Sis takes back off, is like I alluded to in the opening clips and everything before this, it's the willingness to cause discontent and how it's pleasurable. That's crazy work. Like, I'm a New Yorker. Yeah, it's a public place. Yeah, I got every right to be there, but why I want to be? Like, why I want to be looking at you and your boo have dinner? Like, it's a different type of personality in 2025 that sticks out to me. So, just the fact that she's there just to cause discontent, like just to go against the grain. And the more you tell her to leave, the more you try to acquiesce, or you could put her wings by the bar. No matter what you try to avoid one of those landmines, you gonna step on one. And that's what Rick be talking about. The control aspect is so many different layers that play into these dynamics that just the best way to get back at her is what he did. Get a pleasurable, agreeable, de-escalating type of woman, because that's what she's gonna lay in her bed at night and think about. Like, this bitch just would not get in the mud with me. No matter how I tried to rub them the wrong way, she threw that shit off, and she said, we gonna come see you later. Like, she was just, this is why we say when you find a wife, you find a good thing, because you find a girl like that.
Yes,
That's
sir.
why they're diamonds in the rough. Like, just be able to de-escalate, agreeable. Just don't want all of that nonsense on their time. This is how you know who they are.
Yeah.
So he kind of got the best get back, in my opinion, by having baby girl that rubbed her the wrong way.
And
She thought about that the whole time. So I'm not sure how you guys feel about that. And Sis, you jump back in.
No, like, that's a perfect point, because let's all imagine if he had the opposite. Let's imagine if he had a chick that wasn't trying to be that. What if he had a chick that was even more animated than he was? Like, who's this bitch coming? Like, then what would the steps have been? It would have been an argument, and more than likely he would have ended up having to deal with the consequences and losing some more of his father time because he had the wrong woman there with him. If he had a woman there that was, even if he didn't even get in the fight, even if the woman and the other woman got in a fight, he might have had to deal with the consequences of that, because again, the courts never understand men. So you're absolutely correct that he found a gem, because in most cases, those kind of altercations, if the woman's not talking about she's co-parenting, she's using the word co-parenting. If it was just a random hood chick or a random any other chick, even a white chick, if it was a random modern day woman, that situation would have went haywire for him. Thank God he found a chick who understood what co-parenting is supposed to be. Thank God he had a chick that understood de-escalation, and thank God he had a chick that didn't get caught up in the disrespect that the woman was trying to give, and her taking that personally that ends up jeopardizing his fatherhood.
Yeah. Anybody else want to move on to the next case study?
I think you had said something. The guy that was just speaking, broken Berlin. You in Germany?
Yes.
Yeah, my sister lives up there too. But so I think guys like we have the same amount of rights, but we don't look into our shit. You know, we acquiesce to a lot of shit just to like save face and keep the peace. But men have a lot of fucking rights as well, and we just choose not to look into that shit. It's like, all right, if you want $5,000 a month, fuck it. Like you have to justify why you want $5,000 a fucking month, right? Men have as much rights in court when it comes to custody and child care and child support as women do, but we the type to just be like, you know what, it's not worth the bullshit, fuck it. And when you could have been paying $1,000 instead of $5,000, but you just choose to say fuck it. But that's us as men. Because I say fuck it all the time. Like fuck it.
I do want to put a caveat on this because I know a lot of times, and I'm speaking from the fact that I worked within the system for over 5 years, so I got a good understanding of it, despite the fact that me not being a lawyer. First of all, it's state specific. A lot of times we sit up here and we talk about child support, custody, and access in very generic terms when it's state specific, and in some states it's actually it can be county specific, like in Texas, like in Wisconsin, where my daughter's in Wisconsin. In Wisconsin, any man who fathers a child, any married or non-married, but let's focus on non-married men who father a child in the state of Wisconsin, you automatically get joint custody at the time of establishing paternity. It's automatic. You ain't got to fight for it. You ain't got to ask for it. You are automatically given it by statutory law. And the reason why I know that is because the agency I work for, the agency that I was involved in the actual development of that law and advocacy of that law. And I was somebody that the former Speaker of the House, Paul Ryan, got on national TV and specifically called me a safe haven for deadbeat dads because I wanted fathers to have automatic joint custody of their children. That they shouldn't have to ask for something that they should have by birthright. So, so in my state, if a mother wants to remove custody or joint custody or get sole custody, if she wants to get sole custody, she has to prove that the father is unfit.
Right.
She has to go through, and it's the same standard. And it just can't be, and listen, in Wisconsin, it can't be, he beat the shit out of me throughout our whole relationship, so he's an unfit father. That doesn't fly. That doesn't fly. So it's very state specific, and so I just kind of wanted to give you the little caveat when you talk about a lot of guys don't exercise their rights. In my state, I remember I used to do a father's rights advocacy agency I used to work for, and I remember a lot of guys used to come through and be like, look, I'm trying to get visitation. They keep denying me visitation. And I would have to look them in the face and I go, well, they were ever right to deny you visitation, because in the state of Wisconsin, fathers don't get visitation. Grandparents get visitation. Fathers get placement. You have to file for placement.
So
you got primary placement. You got primary placement, which is where the kid lives, and then you got placement, which is the secondary place where the child lives. Wisconsin is one of the very few states that if the parents are unfit or could be deemed unfit, Wisconsin is one of the very few states where the grandparents can come in and take your kids from you, where grandparents can come in and get a visitation order. By all they got to do is petition for it. Wisconsin is very child-centric, which could be a good thing and a positive thing depending on your circumstances as a male. But a lot of men do not investigate what their rights are according to their state. They're using terminology a lot of times that don't fit their situation, because custody in Wisconsin does not mean the same thing as it is in Illinois or as in Louisiana or as it does in New York. Custody in Wisconsin only means decision making. Has nothing to do with where the kid is. But other states, custody means physical possession of the child. So you have to know what you're asking for. you know, and a lot of times they'll go in and requesting things and things getting denied, and they're not educating themselves on a procedural level.
Okay.
May I ask you one question?
Nope, nope, you cannot.
Nope.
Nope, you cannot.
Okay.
We gotta
All
move on. All right. Sorry about that. Maybe you
No,
have
it's
this.
okay. Thank you so much for the time. I guys appreciate it.
Yeah, we gotta move on.
Wait, what the fuck?
I don't got time. I didn't do it. He dropped this out. So.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Mm-mm. We're not on Germany time. So.
Right.
Well, if you had a question to ask, he would have stayed to ask the question though.
I guess.
Like 3 o'clock in the morning.
You smell me?
Yeah, can we?
Red lipstick. I don't have a question. I just have a comment.
Make it.
All right, it's gonna be quick. So, a few years back, right, my ex-wife, she tried to do the child support thing, right? And in North Carolina, you have to run the numbers, right? Well, all states probably don't know. So I'm paying for her school. I'm paying for her health insurance. I'm paying for this. And right, we put all these numbers in and it popped out. And the number that popped out was about $500 less than what I was actually paying her. And that shit shut down real quick, right? So sometimes I just be like, you know what? I should just do it. But me as her dad is like, nah, it's not worth it. Whatever my baby wants, she gets, right? So that's what I have to say.
So let's move on because we got 3 more cases to go through. Okay. So I don't know. Ricky's acting up. Okay.
What's wrong with him though? For real.
I don't mean to cut people off, but we're on a time thingy here because everybody's in different time zones and stuff. So, the next one is choked out. This one is buzzing on the internet. A lot of people are divided about the way this father reacted. Let's check it out.
Tell y'all how a simple meeting with DCS ended up like this. Everyone meet DeAndre Terrell Johnson. Allegedly, his daughter went into a private room with the DCS investigator, and DeAndre did not consent. DeAndre reportedly had over an hour-long conversation with the investigator while on Facebook Live. At the end of the conversation, after the investigator walked away, DeAndre put him in a chokehold.
I need to know why my daughter don't want to come back to school no more. They talking about it ain't their job to tell me that my daughter's going into a room like this with a door closed with a man, and they can't tell me what happened, and my daughter don't want to come back to school. We got an issue. You're going to get to know me today. So what I did was I picked up the phone. I already called the cops. They don't want to tell me. I need a report or something because somebody need to explain to me why my daughter don't want to come back to school. Anybody else think it's okay to take the girls in the room? Anybody else think it's okay? You still breathing?
So let me tell you a little bit more information about this. So apparently this caseworker, who is a man, has been taking the young lady into the room by herself. There are no cameras, there are no recordings for, I think the post said from June until October of last year and throughout the summer. And all of a sudden she doesn't want to go back to school anymore. She's like, she doesn't want to go back. She doesn't want to go back. So he's, you know, thinking, you know, how, you know, if something like that was happening, you would think something's happening to your child at the school while your child doesn't want to go back. So when he gets there, he catches him in the room with the daughter again, alone, no recording, no tapes, no nothing. And this is his response. Was he justified or is nullified?
What's wrong?
So when he went up there to investigate for himself, his own daughter was back in the room with Buddy?
Yes.
I'm fucking with it, G. I'm not fucking with the recording and all this do shit for show type bullshit. But I'm jacking it for sure.
I'm with it.
I'm jacking it.
I'm with it. So you telling me, right? They won't let a man arrest a woman, right? In most cases, right? If it can't be helped, they'll call a female officer out to pat the woman down and put her in a car, right?
Exactly. Put a pat down, yeah.
But we got a grown.
I see where you're going. I see where you're going.
We got a grown man in a school that usually has more than enough women counselors, right? We all know schools are feminine based. Is that fair, or am I reaching?
Yeah.
No, you're right. Go ahead.
So he's in a room with his daughter alone. No camera. I mean, they get cameras everywhere in school. I keep trying to tell y'all, I work at a school. I had to hook up teachers today because we upgraded to Windows 11, and I had to hook up like 4 teachers today back to the camera systems.
Yeah, there are no cameras in that conference room, or in the other rooms that he's been taking to talk to.
So I guess I should be cautious and worry about the consequences, right? Right?
Word. I'm jacking it. I know you.
Right?
I'm jacking it.
Or am I a man and a father and a husband?
I already said I'm with it.
The internet is divided. The internet is very much divided. He's been charged with attempted murder. Okay.
What a body.
Out of Chicago. Shout out to Chicago.
He choked him out.
So apparently there was a case. They had a CPS case or whatever that has been open for like a couple of years now. So they're like in him and the mama. But the issue is, why is this man for several months, almost a year, been taking this girl to the side by himself? And she all of a sudden she started changing her behavior. She doesn't want to go back to school. As a mama, I see that as a red flag. Is he justified in his actions, guys?
I'll be going to November. Right? Hey, baby, hold the house down. I'll see you when I get home.
But for
you
a body,
understand
though,
what I'm saying?
That ain't no body, dog. It's assault for sure. Attempted body. Get the.
Well, I'm gonna tell you why I said attempted murder, because again, he was recording and then he said,
"Let me tell you,
yeah, he
See,
messed himself up with that."
I mean, that's what bro was saying. You don't know where these things are gonna go.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, right? See, but this is how you know you're a man, right? Because you have provisions. You have a place where your wife can touch 100,000, right? In case some shit happened, you got to go up, right? You got it set so you know, hey, baby, these the bills. I got this settled, right? This money right here, this money right there, right? Because shit happens every day.
Yeah,
we supposed to be men. I don't give a damn. I'm believing my baby over anybody first. I deal with the bullshit later.
You saying that the attempted body charge is a legitimate charge, and you feel
I'm
like
not
that's
saying
that
I'm not. That's not what I'm saying. What
But
I'm
yeah,
saying
that's
is
what I'm asking.
no. What I'm saying is that shit happens, bro.
Yeah.
Shit happens, right? And if you a man, and especially if you stand 10 toes down and you ain't letting society and nobody fuck with your shit, you gotta arrange your life so when shit happens, you know your girl can take care of it.
Yes, I agree 1,000%.
Why you keep talking, Berlin? I just explained what you talking about. Is you slow or something?
The body. Do you think the attempted body is the charge that he should be wearing?
No. It should be assault, if anything. But like I said, the people can charge you with whatever they want to charge you with.
Yeah, the DA got to. Yeah, you know what they're gonna do. They're gonna press. Yeah, they're gonna press for the big one. Yeah, for sure. I don't think
consequences are part of being a man. That's still but you ain't gonna disrespect my family because it's consequences. You ain't gonna put my daughter in no harm because it's consequences. I understand you walking outside and somebody say some slick shit to you or some shit like that, right? But this my daughter.
I'm jacking it.
This is my daughter.
I'm jacking it.
Did he do something to the girl?
I don't know. What I've been reading is that he's been taking her to the side by himself, talking to her, having private talks with her and stuff. Under the I'm the CPS worker, and all of a sudden her behavior started to change, and she didn't want to go back to school anymore after this started to happen. And usually that means something is going on when it comes to kids. And this is I think she's elementary school or like early middle school, so she's a young girl, not a teenager.
Right.
And, he crashed out.
No. I don't see that as a crash out. I still don't see it as a crash out.
They call it a crash out because they call it a crash out because a man did what a man does.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
But you see that's society dictating who the fuck you are.
See what I'm saying? We keep getting back to the same point, right?
I ain't jacking that bullshit.
Society only works this way because you agree to it,
dog. And that's the thing about being a man too, dog. When you say you a man, and I think you explained it a little bit earlier on, right? When you said you make sure shorty's straight, the bread is there. If the shit get wonky and I gotta go sit down, right? She's straight for a couple months and she could do what she need to do and everything is squared away. So I don't gotta fret about bread for them. All I gotta do is go sit my 6 and I'm coming home. I got a lawyer money, I got shit squared away. Cool. I'm tracking that all the way. But a part about being a man, dog, is saying what you gotta say and doing what the fuck you gotta do and letting the shit just fall where the fuck it fall, dog. That's just a part about being a fucking man at the end of the day, bro. And so this fucking society feeling and society having an opinion about you and what you said and what you did. I'm not jacking that shit, dog, because society don't fucking feed my family. I'm the one who do, dog.
Man, look, is there something wrong with? Is there some?
Hold on. Let me add this too, because I see people asking the question in the chat. So, also, I believe this is the same everywhere. They're supposed to tell you when they're interviewing your children. They can't do that. Just
yes, they can.
They can tell you.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Okay.
What I'm saying.
I don't know. I thought CPS has to say,
No.
Okay.
I keep telling you. I'm telling y'all. When I tell y'all this shit is over with, it's fucking over with, y'all.
I know when I was, like when I was working in school way back, and
listen to what I'm saying, right? They don't have to tell you shit about your kids.
Okay.
Nothing. They don't have to tell you nothing. They look at the relationship like, because to be honest with you, most of these teachers have some type of bachelor in some type of social work, right? So they look at them like therapists that teach now, right? So what your child say between that counselor or that teacher is classified information.
Yes, it
they
is.
don't have to tell you shit.
Okay.
Right. So this is what
I would say that got exposed about the LGBT ABCD community when they had them coming in and spinning through the schools doing book readings and having the flags up in the classroom,
right?
And had these books that's when they came to the full spectrum.
Y'all don't understand what's really popping. You go to the teachers' doors and they got gay flags on the door saying you're safe here. You go to their emails and they say, "Hey, it's okay to talk to me if you're LGBT." In their signatures of their fucking emails, bruh.
And the pronoun game and all that shit. Yeah. The pronoun game. Yeah.
I'm telling y'all this shit. They've been coming for the kids. Like, hey, Sean, I told them 3 years ago, didn't I? They coming for your kids, bruh.
Yes, they are.
Because once you program the kids, you don't have to convince them of anything. It's their belief system. It's what they believe to be correct. And the hardest thing for a person to do is if you believe something to be true, is to change it. You have to have an exponential event to change your thought pattern.
Right.
You got to understand, to be a true man, a true husband, and a true father in this so-called society that y'all keep saying, you got to be willing to get it. You got to be willing to crash the fuck out. Because if not, they going to take your fucking children, bro. They going to corrupt your children. They will corrupt your wife. Well, you can't do nothing about your wife. She's a grown-ass woman. You understand what I'm saying? She's going to make her fucking choices. You deal with her accordingly. But your kids, they coming for your children.
Yep.
Can I make a point?
I just had a problem with the whole thing. Like, it's a man, right, with a girl for hours plus at a time, and it's like, why are you not? There's not a woman present or anything like that. Especially if it's like a very sensitive. I'm not sure the nature of the case that they were working with. Especially if it has something to do with that type of thing. Why is it a man? You know what I mean? That will bother me for real.
What if it's a man that identifies as a woman? This shit's about to be all confusing anyway.
But it's like I'm sorry, bro. It's like I said, bro. They have the understanding that if there's a criminal, right? Not a little girl who's defenseless, right? Who's more than likely being corrupted, especially y'all. I mean, listen to what I'm saying, Red. It's funny how they can identify a guy grooming a grown-ass woman that's 20, but it doesn't apply to a little girl in school.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They know for a fact that if it's a shoplifter at Walmart, right, and it's a lady cop on duty, if it was a woman that was stealing, hey, call in Mary Jo Black, Officer Cop 666, right? Because we got a woman,
right? Yeah.
Perpetrator. But this man is in a room unsupervised with no cameras in a building that has cameras everywhere.
Everywhere, right? Yep.
So
I just wanted to make this one point again. Rick, I agree with you 100%. My only point was saying, is it not maybe smarter to move in silence? Like how Trent had said, the whole recording thing. Those things fucked his whole shit up. If he had a problem with this, and again, he had every reason to have a problem with it, man or not a man, isn't it smarter for him to not hold back, but to calculate how to get the get back versus being so angry that he has to go there with the recording, which again, sometimes the recording you need to have, but to go there with the recording and then assault the man and deal with the consequences, and now he can't be the father he wants to be. My only point, again, I agree with what you say. I just say that maybe the way the world is now, we have to think differently and start thinking more white people Game of Thrones type shit. Like we got to think 3 seasons ahead on the fuck over. He maybe should have talked to his family members and, hey, we gonna silently fuck this dude up instead of doing it.
Hold on. Let me give you a little bit more context. So this clip was actually an hour long. What happened was he went up to the school and he met with the supervisor or principal.
Met with the supervisor and the
principal. And so he started recording that. And the more they gaslighted him and the more they roadblocked him, the angrier he got. So you get where the buildup is coming up. So I just want to add that in. So it's an hour long. I just clipped it a little bit.
And sometimes I'm gonna keep it thorough with you. Sometimes to send a message, you got to leave a body in the street, my boy. Sometimes to send a message, you got to leave a body in the street.
But not with you being seen leaving the body in the street.
Let's RBN get in there. RBN get in there. RBN.
Yeah, I see your point. That was weird. He shouldn't have recorded that part.
No, I completely agree with everything he did, and I can say that because last year I had to get myself out of a situation because some hall monitor dude and it was what the hall monitor did with my daughter was, I guess in hindsight now, was little. He told her that she was acting like a little hoochie, and my daughter had to come home and ask me what the fuck a hoochie was. So sometimes, let me tell you something. I don't know, Broken Berlin, if you got daughters or whatever the case may be.
I got a daughter and a son.
Yeah. Okay. Well, see. Some of us all are built a little differently. To Trent's point, sometimes you gotta leave a little. Sometimes literally, but sometimes you gotta leave a body in the street. I got myself in a situation because I went up. Yeah. Oh yeah. Me and this. Yeah. He ain't there no more. I had to go through a year worth of stuff to get myself out of some stuff. But guess what? I don't have no more problems, and neither do my daughter.
Okay. Could you not have handled that?
I don't. In the moment, I don't give a. I am The moment I became a father,
Mhm.
I'm that before anything else. There are some things that as a father that you should understand. Sometimes when it's time to go to war, it's time to go to war.
It's also time to be calculated.
When it's time to go to war, it's time to go to war.
When it's time to go to war, it's time to be calculated.
And the way that this culture and the society is built to try to sexualize little girls at 7, 8, 9 years old. I don't care how small it is. If you don't check it right then and there, they will take more liberties. It will grow. It is known. It is known at my daughter's school that her daddy is capable of a full crash and takeout. She's at a private school. She's one of 3 little black girls in the whole entire school, one of 4 blacks, period. They're not allowed to touch her hair. They're not allowed. They're just not allowed to do some stuff because the father's present and they quite don't know how unhinged I am or am not. And that's to keep her safe. And if
is there not a way that you could have done that without dealing with the consequences of having no, there's not a way? There absolutely is a way you could have handled that, sir, without having to deal with the consequences.
I'm not negotiating.
I didn't say negotiate. You could have done some gangster shit, but not going up to the school where you.
Can I finish it?
Okay.
Can I finish the thought?
Sure.
I'm not. When it comes to I'm no longer married. But it comes to my wife and my daughter, I'm not negotiating with you.
I understand that completely, sir.
I'm not. So, unfortunately for him, this guy had to find out the hard way. And here's the thing. They were warned.
And you're saying there's no other option that you could have done where you wouldn't have had to deal with the penalties.
Once you issue a warning, when I put her in that school and I went to the parent, they have the parent, teacher, and family thing, and they do this thing. I stood up and I warned the parents, the administration, that if my daughter causes any discomfort in this environment for whatever reason, I told her I'm not the rational man you get to negotiate with. This is your warning.
My only thing is saying that
they violated it, and I made the decision to do what I did, and I do not regret it. I understood that there might be some financial or even legal consequences if somebody violated it. Somebody violated it, and they got dealt with accordingly. And yes, I went through some stuff. It didn't look good for a while, but that was the important part for me, was that she gets to move through this system unmolested by anybody. And this particular guy, and we
wait. You talking about the guy that called your daughter a hoochie, right?
Yes, but the guy in the video.
This isn't about molestation. This is about him calling her.
I said unmolested doesn't necessarily. When I say unmolested, meaning you get to move without being violated in any stretch of the imagination.
Her being called a hoochie is her being violated?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Okay.
She doesn't know what she doesn't know what a hoochie is. She's an all-white Lutheran.
I'm just asking. I don't know the age of your daughter. I'm just asking for clarification.
At the time she was 8. She's in an all-white Lutheran school.
Okay. Then
I didn't know that they talk like that there. But apparently this hall monitor felt the need from my black to use that verbiage with my black daughter. Even though every other daughter in that school was probably just as out of control or whatever the case may be, but he felt the need to tag mine with that, and that was a bridge too far for me. I do not negotiate these terms with anyone.
I understand your point completely. You're a little bit older than me, or maybe you're my generation. Could that not have been handled in a way where it was like you caught him with your brothers or uncles and like the men in your family, and is not on his job, and you go up and you actually do whatever you needed to do to make sure that he never made that mistake again? Would that not have alleviated some of the penalties that you had to incur by you handling it the way that you did by going to the school?
I wanted everybody in that school to know that I meant
That's
what I
not my
said.
question. That's not my question. My question is, could you guys have handled it 80s style and gone as a family to this? Excuse me.
I'm not trying to be diplomatic. No,
that's not Okay.
I'm not trying to be diplomatic. In that situation, my entire goal was to be barbaric. My entire goal was to send a message. That was my entire goal. I didn't care about any other outcome.
And so being barbaric was like you're being a man by doing it this way. I understand. I say that
sometimes it
Go ahead. What do you want to say? Say it again.
Sometimes it calls for that.
I think I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just saying that could have been handled in a way where you didn't have to deal with that year-long consequences. And I think sometimes as men, we're taught to have pride in our crash outs instead of being calculated and handling it in a way where you get the same outcome, but without having to deal with the consequences. I think the white oppressors have mastered that way more than we have in our Black community. We are taught to crash out in that instant to handle it. And white people, they'll plan the long fuck over, and they destroyed us in that. And I think that we need to start taking a cue in that instead of dealing with I'm a man, I'm a crash out and I'm going to I don't care about the consequences. No, I think we just got to spend a little bit of time, and maybe we'll talk 2 days if you get in your family. Hey, and I think we used to do that in the 80s. I've seen that happen in the 80s. I've seen men get together and handle shit without getting the police, without having to deal with any of the consequences that maybe would have come if they had did it and crashed out in that moment. When, just like the person who said, when you get a threat, okay, you threaten me with my life, I'm going to crash out. No, you threat, I'm about to pop the trunk. Okay, that's the threat. I'm going to run away and then get my people, and then we go handle that because this person was about to threaten my life instead of me trying to crash out in that moment and dying. That's all I'm saying, is that sometimes you can be more calculated and still be a man. Is that your manhood doesn't define meaning, well, you crashed out in that instance and said, damn the consequences. You're still a man, but I do think that sometimes as men, we need to be a little bit more calculated. That's all.
Can I ask a question?
Good point, bro.
Sure.
So I kind of get where he's going with that. So my question is, especially when say I need to change the video because are the men today don't know how to regulate their emotions like the men before, because they're so easily to go to the extreme, like what Jay is saying, and not thinking rationally before they act, or it, because I see like now it's like, for example, this video here, we might as well go here. Men can't take rejection, they crash out.
You must have been in my business from the gotta go. All right, I'm a cracker. That's right. Whoever like to make it right.
So to add context, this guy, he is crashing out on this woman because she turned him down when he asked her for her number, and he starts crashing out.
About it, I'm fucking white. Make it right. I'm sorry. Make it right. Bye, bitch. All right, we need something my dick to the head pop off. I'm good. I don't like black dick. Sorry. So what? We're my business, bitch. Bye. You want to start shit? We'll go, bitch. I'm glad you got bail money because you don't fucking need it. Will you stop? You might hit her in the face. You might hit a girl when she's drunk. Okay. Hit that white girl if you want to. You really? Oh, what a fucking man you are. What today? Well, I might have not did nothing to Sharonda, but I wish you would touch that girl.
Mad because I want to get my, look at him following me. Look at him following me though. Petty. Okay, but I told you I wasn't interested. You sit here following, walking me out. Okay, listen, dude, go on. You see this fly? No, I don't see. Ain't nothing about you fly. That's why I told you no. No, I don't need help, baby. You follow me out the store, shows me you thirsty. You thirsty. Like, gone.
Don't disrespect me like
No,
that.
you disrespecting me, even following me out through the mall, though. Gone. I ain't give you no attention. You petty.
What are you talking about, man? You trying
Hey, money don't move me, baby. Money don't move me. Money don't move you. Look at you. I don't need nothing. Baby, I work for a living. I don't need nothing.
It ain't getting you this, though.
Okay.
You got me fucked up.
Get away from me. 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 He actually got out the car. Get away from me. Get away from me. Get away. Don't record me. Get away. Don't record me. Get away from me. Get away.
Justified?
None of them justified. Uncle Rick can probably attest, because to answer your question before, a lot of men were raised with their mothers, so they have testosterone and they have a female temperament in their, so they crash out like they do. The reason I say the things about being calculated is because, again, that's what my pawpaw told me to do. My pawpaw taught us to, when you were raised with your father, or if you had a pawpaw or something like that, he taught you, like, yo, you gotta move, you gotta be calculated. And that's why I move this. That's why I move the way that I do. I don't try to crash out, because I know that I have to deal with the consequences of that. These gentlemen that you saw in the clip, every single one of them crashing out over absolutely, none of it's justified. They're acting like a woman would act. They're acting like the woman that probably raised them. They're acting like the sisters they were raised with. They're masculine still, but they have a feminine temperament. There's many times that I've seen in restaurants and bars when men get super drunk and they start having these female altercations. And I'm like, y'all arguing like women argue. If y'all going to box it out, I guess. But y'all sitting here getting super loud and super animated. And we never really saw that in the 80s. Our grandparents never would have approved of that, because they're not handling it like me. If we have a disagreement, we can box it out and loser buys a beer, no problem. But all this extra rah-ing, that's unnecessary. That is what women typically do.
So Michael says, I call cap on some of the videos being just because the women didn't give him their number. Even if it wasn't just them giving a number, or they talk slick to them, or you know how some of these women would do, is it still justifiable for their acts, for the way they react? Especially the first one. He was literally want to go over there and punch her because she was saying words. Okay.
I say no.
Was it justified?
No. That's it came up. Matter of fact, it came up last week with you, and it came up last week over there by me, right? It's something called masculine frame. You dig it? It's just that simple. I don't think that Berlin is wrong in what he's saying when he talks about having feminine traits but still presenting masculine. You look like a man, right? Because your body was built with testosterone in it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But if the mind inside the machine is tossed and the mind behind the machine has a different ideal than a masculine ideal, then you see this type of behavior. I don't disagree with that at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like even getting rejected for a phone number. Back in our day, all right, hey, all right, you chopped it up and kept it moving. But men today seem to be crashing out more about not getting a phone number. And I would equate that to because they've been that's how women, when women get rejected, you gay, all that type. And then I started seeing, like in early 2000s, when dudes got rejected, they start, she must be a lesbian. And I was like, that's the same shit that the women, you know what I mean? And now it's even worse now, 25 years later.
This is my thing. If we go back to the very first video, the snippet that we've seen is her talking back, right? And giving it up raw.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. While at the same time, he's having masculine frame with, let's say, a bitch mindset, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's having a bitch body with a masculine mindset to feel like she could, if it does go to that level, which I don't agree it should go to the level at all, right? If you try to bag the kitty cat says no, cool, nice, they have. keep on pushing. There's more fish in the sea. But I don't. There's no way that I could say that their own behavior and their own response doesn't have the ability to trigger that response.
To me, this is what you would call a crash out.
Okay.
That makes sense. I
understand what I'm saying?
I can see it. Yeah, I can see it.
Right. Again, let's use context in what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You asked her for a number and you spaz out. She says no, you spaz out. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna keep it as simple as that. I don't need to get any deeper in it.
Can I ask you which of the three was the worst crash out to you? Because I would say the dude following the woman with the money was the worst crash out.
Yeah, that was weird.
They all the same to me.
Stuff like you don't want this.
No, they're all the same to me because they all result from the same thing. You know what I'm saying? You trying to holler at the chick and she's like, leave that woman be. If she don't like you, she don't like you.
Right.
You put them all on the same level, even the dude that busted through the window. And I put that on different.
No. If that was his wife, and he found I just hate the fact. See,
okay,
there's sometimes, right? Sometimes you got to get emotional, bro.
I understand.
Listen to what I'm saying, right? And this ain't nobody, right? And I hate the fact. Now, if a man is overly emotional and overly reactive, that's a problem, right? I'm not disagreeing with that, but we try to disregard the situations that a man get put into and expect him to react the way we would react.
Right.
Okay.
Right? That's unfair to anybody because, like I said, some people, when you sitting up there and not trying to throw shots at nobody and you trying to be stoic and there's some super disrespectful shit going on, I'm gonna be like, you pussy. Right? How I want to think about it and look at it is how I want to think about it and look at it. But how I'm gonna sit up there, all I can say is that's something I wouldn't do. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes. So it's like a justifiable crash out. But the last guy had a justifiable crash out, but the other two, the first guy and the second guy.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I get you.
Yeah, just think if that was your girl and you thinking everything hunky dory, you call on the phone, you can't find her, right? Her location on, you track her to her to that man's house.
The boss's house.
Right, it's a boss. That's what the caption said. Absolutely.
That's a justified. Just like a woman can have a crime of passion and end up, and she'll get.
I mean,
okay, that makes sense. But the other
that's what we've been saying all night. Like, there's a term called "in the heat of the moment." I did some things. I said some things that I didn't mean. In the heat of the moment, I did some things. Like, men aren't allowed to have the heat of the moment.
Right. I'm not like we human, bro. Crazy. Like everybody want to keep saying it. Oh, man should be. I'm human. We like it's not every day that I'm able to control my emotions, especially if I'm investing in something and it come out this way. Like we human. Like again, all I can say is that I hope I wouldn't do that in that situation if it arose. That's all I can say. Right. Because I know, just using me as an example, not to throw shots at nobody. Me and my girl real good now. And if I found some shit, who the fuck knows? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who the fuck knows for real? Right? So y'all, we got to stop doing this. That stoic shit is like, I understand the frame of it, right? But when real life happening, if it's some shit that you was put into, bro, like, I wouldn't do it, but I understand, man. You know what I'm saying? I understand.
Chris Rock, I wouldn't. But real talk though, the boss had every right to shoot him. Correct.
And that
that's what Rick been saying the whole time. Now we got a right to say what we want. We could do what we want. But there's consequences on the other end of that.
We can flip it. We can flip it on his head because we, like I said, we men. If we being men and being honest, I ain't no hypocrite. I'm a lot of things, my boy. I'm crass. I can be off timing, but I ain't no fucking hypocrite. You understand what I'm saying? The same way you say that is the same way that man caught that his wife with that man, and who knows? Hey, he got a right to do something with that man too, don't he?
Yeah. Well, you talking about the husband? I don't think actually. I don't think he has the right to do something to the husband, to the boss.
Crazy. You
No,
crazy.
no,
I've
he
said
had no,
plenty of
no,
times.
no, no.
Let me
That's on
say,
the
bro.
that's on the woman.
Let me
Which
say.
is,
Yeah, it is. It
okay.
is. It is. That's not the point. That's not the point.
Okay.
There's been plenty of times where a woman was getting fucked and that man killed. He did something to that dude and he got off because you know what? You sleeping with that man's wife.
Crime of passion.
I've only seen that really working for women. I haven't seen that working in many cases for men when they do that to another guy and kill him.
Men own the real estate on that.
Okay.
Men own the real estate on
crimes of passion is crazy.
But they still go to jail for it. Women get off. Women don't spend that much jail time for their crimes of passion.
Most times you sit before you get your hearing because it is a body.
So the only thing I'm gonna point out before TJ lands the plane for us all is the fact that, do y'all notice the Broken Berlin? You actually alluded to it. So I think my question would be for you, and then TJ jump in. Who stole from who? Because like you said, in the 80s and the 90s, if men got rejected, it was like, well, chick, look at my money, like that guy did in the video. Look at my car, look at my house. Now, fast forward to 2025, where that same rhetoric is used, but by ladies. Like, I got a car, I got a house, I got, like, okay, like that's the terminology of rejection from the 80s. So my question, who stole from who? Did they steal it from the men? Did the men steal it from the women? And then TJ, you jump in, man.
Great question. The women stole it from the men, but the mothers taught it to the sons. If that makes okay. Because the fathers weren't in the house, or because the young boys weren't raised with masculinity, a man or even somebody telling them how to handle these sort of rejection, they saw how their mother, or they even spoke to their mother. What are you doing that you get? And the mothers told, well, or maybe they watched how their sisters and mothers handle rejection, and then they internalized it, and then that's how they handled rejection. And then 25 years later, now the women are responding to the men who are handling it the wrong way. Did that make that come full circle?
Okay. Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
I got you. Yeah, appreciate that. TJ, jump in there, man.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, we all know that, initially the reason why men, bragged about what they have is because, and I'm not trying to be, funny about this, but, women like they're like cats. They like the shiny blingy thing. And so a man wants to have the shiny blingy thing because women are attracted to the shiny blingy thing. But then when we have 2 generations now of women being raised to go get their own shiny blingy thing, now they want their men to have even more shiny, bigger blingy things than they got for them to even remotely find them interesting. It's all just gross. That's the best way I can actually describe it, is the fact that it's gross. And I'm not sure if the women of yester were being rejected as more so as them burning their own bridges and then trying to blame it as rejection. So I'm just saying, as the first generation, I'm a first generation single baby mama raised man. I'm the first full generation of a baby of somebody being raised by a baby mama or a single mother household. And I, as a grown man looking back, watching over how the person, because I remember the lady who raised me, which is my grandmother, I remember her at 46, 47, 50, 52, and I remember her interacting with men. Now, as a young man watching it, it had no effect on me. I didn't care one way or another because I was in my own teenage kid thing. But as a grown man looking back at what she was doing,
bruh,
man, that was some egregious shit that she was doing and pulling. And the fact that she's by herself now in her 80s is all because of how she decided to handle the men that were around, especially the one man that was around most of my formative development years, that my grandmother stomped the hell out of that man every chance she got.
It's crazy when you look back, bro. You be like,
dang, it's crazy. It's crazy looking back over that. Now those videos that Red Lipstick Bias played, I can't relate to that kind of stuff. I grew up in a generation where getting rejected was just as common as eating oatmeal in the morning. So I mean, no big deal. Okay, I got rejected by every chick on my block. So okay, let me go to the next block. Let me get on my 10 speed and roll over to the next block and start walking up and down that street. So I didn't understand. And then we were taught, the males, or even our male peers around during that time, if a chick rejected you, you charge to the game, you move on to the next. You didn't beg or whatever the case may be. And as an adult now, when I would approach women and I got rejected, I've had more women that rejected me 6 months, a year, 2 years later, try to circle back around. I remind, no. I'm rejected once, I'm rejected forever. Don't care how much I wanted to knock them down. I'm not, especially if I knew who you rejected me for and then what they did to you. No. You don't come back to heal your wounds over here because you let Day and Day-Day's cousin, you know what I'm saying, turn you upside down and inside out. You don't come back over here. No. You stay your little, I'm still the same cat that you rejected over there. So I don't really quite understand those guys who are doing it. I mean, I do to a degree, because you have to understand something. A lot of 20 to 30 something year old guys right now, they were raised with parents with mothers that told them that they were handsome and special their whole life.
Mm-hmm. Never learned how to lose. Never learned to lose.
They look like gremlins and gorillas, but they're handsome and special their whole life.
No, you make a perfect point, because in our age group in the 80s, if we got rejected, even our peer group would be like, "Oh man, you need to go work out then, or you got to go get on the basketball." Or our uncles would be like, "You got to do something." The onus was on us if we got rejected. It was either improve or get your mouthpiece better or go work out more. It was on us. And then I think in the 2000s, the young men were told it's the woman's fault for rejecting you. It's on her. Something's wrong with her, not something wrong with you. And I think that's what maybe switched it. When young boys were told, "You're amazing. If she doesn't want you, it's something wrong with her. It's not on you." And I think maybe that's where it flipped.
I mean, what it looked like really to me, it seemed like it's the attitude of everybody should like me. I should fit in with everybody. That was never the case with me. Right? I was always taught I'm not for everybody. Everybody not gonna like you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't get mad at a woman for not liking me. You just don't like me. We don't vibe. Or I'm not attracted to you, right? Because what I think I'm attractive, but shit, you might think I'm ugly. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So like, I mean, you got to get L's to get W's, baby. It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, this started to me like with the participation trophies. We get back to the circle shit, right? Participation trophies, right? Kids, you play football not to win, right, but just to participate, right? Everybody, 2 teams go to the championship. Both of y'all get an award. No, one of y'all loser, one of y'all winner.
Do you think because a lot of young men have social anxiety now that when they do approach a woman and get rejected, they take it harder?
No, I just think like I said, they never learn to lose. You see what I'm saying? And being an adult, I put something on my Facebook a couple of days ago, right? Your dad's supposed to be hard on you, right? Because when practice hard, the game is easy, right? So if they moving in their younger years, when you practicing, right, learning the lessons you need to do once you become an adult in this life, and everything's easy, then you LeBron. You know what I'm saying? You LeBron when you get older. You see what I'm saying?
It's nothing.
You don't know how to lose.
Let me
you don't know how to win in clutch time.
Let me piggyback on that real quick, Uncle Rick. When you're talking about dad's supposed to be harder, I'm in my mid-40s, right? So I'm supposed to be at work tonight. So I stopped by my pop's house earlier today. My pops is 66 years old. I stopped by my pop's house and he was like, he looked at me. He's like, "What are you doing here? I thought you had to work tonight." I was like, "Yeah, I called in. I didn't feel like going." I got a 45 to a minute to an hour lecture on how soft I was because I didn't feel like going to work.
He ain't never had the luxury to feel like not going to work.
Hey, Uncle Rick, damn the fact that I spent the last 18 straight days at 12-hour shifts in that
So what?
bitch, none of that mattered to him.
You didn't tell him he was having a mental health day?
I wouldn't dare tell him that. I said, yeah, Pa, I just couldn't do it today. I didn't feel like it. He goes, feel like it too in that moment, and sat there and got talking to him. He didn't have no sympathy. He didn't give no damns. My pops is 66 years old. He's a diesel mechanic, and he don't miss a day of work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, his wife had surgery a few months ago. He dropped her off at the place. As soon as they put her to sleep, they said, oh, she gonna be under for 7.5 hours. This dude go, well, ain't nothing else for me to do. Drove there, clocked in at work, worked a full shift, working on big diesel motors, clocked out, and then went back to the hospital. I'm like, Pops, you should have stayed there. He go, for what? What I'm gonna do? Just sit there?
And that sounds like my dad. My dad is 70, 74.
Yeah, so I gotta go make some money.
He still work construction.
And be fiending for work too.
No,
he don't got no work.
Your dad's a savage. Your dad's a caveman.
I mean, you know, he got to keep the money going because he's pimping right now.
TJ, spend some time with your pops and watch Rock. Look, man, there's not many of those men left. Man, spend some time with them and just chop. And if you got a son, bring him along. Trust me, man.
I still got my dad, and I got my dad's dad. Them jokers, boy. I tend to forget.
Man, if you got both of them, man.
Yeah. My grandfather
videos with you with both of them. Trust me, you're gonna want
my grandfather is way, way worse. A few months ago, I saw my grandfather chew my daddy out. Boy, talking about uncomfortable.
You was loving it too, weren't you? You was just the popcorn, just cheesing.
Madonna is merciless.
I was slightly afraid because my grandfather was chewing my dad because my grandfather asked him to replace a heater cord or something like that. It was behind the dash of the truck, and so my dad had to remove the whole dash to get to it, and my dad didn't want to do that, and my grandfather just laid into him. He was like, this is how he started. He goes, I never thought that I would see the day that you'd be scared of a challenge. When did you get so damn weak? I said, oh my God. Oh my God. I sat there and my father turns and looks at me. I turn all the way around because I didn't want no parts of this. And by the time my grandfather got done eating my father up one side down the other, my daddy was in there taking that damn dash apart, getting ready to change that. And my daddy's 60-something years old. His daddy 88. You know what I mean? But the men it's about responsibility. My grandfather was like, I'm too old to do this anymore. You got to do it. This wasn't me making a request. This is your responsibility. That's what my grandfather was basically telling him. We all got responsibilities regardless of what we feel like or don't want to feel like doing. That's what my father was telling me today. Regardless, me not feeling like it was not a sufficient enough excuse not to go out and continue to get resources that I'm going to need, or I'm going to be short, or I might be short on something. Why are you trying to compromise next week when you just could have took care? He goes, what are you going to do? Sit in the house all night? Yeah, that's what I do.
Okay. All right, guys.
Let's go rapid fire. Let's go.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Awesome.
I didn't think it was off topic.
No, that was awesome.
It's all right. You good. We got our last two case studies. I'm giving y'all a choice. Which one y'all want first? Those kids not mine or the ugly wife?
The ugly wife.
The ugly wife. Because I'm the king of the uglies. Can you see that? I'm the king of the ugly men. So let's get the ugly wife.
All right.
Crazy work.
Want to see if their actions are justified. Okay.
Your wife for being ugly? And you think you've heard it all in the world of law. In this recent story, a Chinese man sued his wife for $120,000 for being ugly. You heard that right. and he filed a divorce too. But here's where it gets even more wild. After their daughter was born, this man said that the daughter didn't look anything like him or his wife. He couldn't believe it, but the DNA test revealed it was both of their child. He couldn't understand why until he dug into his wife's past. Found out that she had had over $100,000 worth of plastic surgery done to alter her appearance. And when he sued his wife and filed for divorce, he alleged that he entered into the agreement under false pretenses because he didn't know what she actually looked like. According to the story, he won and collected $120,000. But wait, hit the brakes for a reality check. The story was widely circulated. After some checks, it was turned out to be a hoax. And in California, you can't sue your wife for being ugly.
I remember that. This is old. I remember it.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, look at this. This man divorced his wife after seeing her for the first time on the honeymoon without makeup. I see the difference. I understand. My thing is, Playboy, that was your fault. Yes, it was your fault. Why in the hell would you marry somebody you ain't never seen them before without their makeup on? Why would you do that? Is that supposed to make, like, why in the hell would you marry somebody you ain't never seen nobody without their makeup? Why in the hell would you even entertain the thought of marrying? Now, you know what I mean? She done went from, it's the honeymoon. You know what I mean? Y'all getting ready to do the do. She wipe everything off. She done went from LaToya Luckett to Bushwick Bill. All in one swipe. You understand? Now, okay. She don't look the way you think she should look. She kind of resemble a young Harriet Tubman. Okay. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Harriet Tubman was married. But that's not who you wanted to be. That ain't who you was attracted to. You were attracted to the person that's on the rag. You attracted to the person that was on the towel. Whoever she just wiped off, that's who you fell in love with. But you knew that wasn't her real face.
Yo, Shula King is the best, man.
Are they justified?
I don't believe the second.
No,
the second one, she
not.
was ugly with makeup. I don't get that.
That's
I
wow.
don't get that one. You're in a lose-lose, my boy. That's all you, kiddo. That's all you. That's all him. The Chinese chick, I mean, that's like fraud, ain't it? You ain't tell them that you have plastic surgery. You think you're gonna have few babies. Like, I mean, it's all right. It's all right, broken Berlin. You understand what I'm saying? It's all right to have plastic surgery, but there's consequences to it. Right?
Although, now the first one's different because plastic surgery is different than makeup. The second one, he's completely he's an idiot marrying him. But the first one, look, the way plastic surgery is happening now and the way it's going to be in the future, I think that's a justifiable because it's harder and harder to tell what's being altered now. You know what I mean? So if you have a baby with a woman and then find out like this baby don't look like, that is kind of fraud, isn't it? But then I guess you're supposed to know as a man, it's your responsibility to do the digging to find out if a woman's done plastic surgery.
That's crazy because when men say they want a natural woman, they get called everything but a child of God, and that's how we bulletproof ourselves from all that by you being natural, not naturally, not natural-ish, not wigs, not natural wigs, not just mascara and like natural. That's how we bulletproof ourselves from that. And again, to be called everything but a child of God, that's why we sitting here. Like I said, y'all, like the walls kind of get smaller. Like, look at how small the room is that we get to operate in. We even got men, like, you shouldn't have said that. You could have said this. Like, that's all we saying. And all I was saying is, again, even men give conditional threats. Like, I'm not going to do this unless you do this. Like, when we have the most information, we give it to you. But when you have the most information, like when you ovulating, like you don't give it to us. And then guys like you and women say, you should have known all of this. I don't know when the bitch ovulating. Only she do. It's only a week and a half. Like she got to tell me. She can't even get pregnant unless it's like this big of a window. So who has the most information? And when we have the information, we give it to you, bitch. Say something else, I'm gonna kill you. How he wrong? He told say something else. All you got to do is not say something else. But like I said in the beginning, they like to see you get upset. Oh, you big mad. You mad. And they keep going. It's the most unique trait in the world. Shout out to Tommy for pointing it out. But I've been pointing it out forever because I said, who can hold sisters accountable other than sisters? They don't even do.
You make a great point because when every time a man gets really mad, that's when women start laughing the most.
It's insane. It's diabolical work, bro. Like you gotta examine it. Like just look at it. When you tell them to leave, they don't leave. Be like, yo, could you leave my chat? They be like, I ain't going nowhere. Like
and then when you try to leave,
I don't want you here.
I'm gonna go take a walk.
Be somewhere where no one wants
we
you
gonna
to
have this
be.
conversation.
It's diabolical work.
It was like I was going to use one of the clips that clip when with the lady in the hot dog stand up in Chicago, where he was like, "Just leave me alone. Just shut up. They're gonna put you in your mouth." And her son, shot him. I was going to use that example. Like this whole thing could have been avoided. She just walked away. Like, why would you stand there and argue with the man and knowing that he was
because we're expected to be better than y'all, right? Something that offends you was not supposed to offend me, right? The same thing that will cause you to spaz out, I was supposed to be stoic within my frame and say, you know what? You're just a woman. You don't know what you're doing.
Because he was like, get your food.
So, Red, if women have that understanding, right, that men are better than them, why don't y'all just get in line then?
Because they crazy.
Because y'all Satan.
Let's go.
Rick. Women are the true narcissists.
If you can't
more than men,
you can't defeat a man.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You can't defeat a man, but you can manipulate the man and let that man defeat every battle for you. Think about it. They can't defeat you. You could be seduced. You could be put on her program. And now you become her worker bee. That's all manipulation tactics. The same way that Tribe said, you say, yo, just leave the chat, have a good night. That's a reasonable solution, right? To close out the beef and the bullshit, right?
Yeah.
The response being, I ain't going nowhere.
You don't tell me what to do.
Right. Means that she wants to engage in the type of beef because at the end of the day, she's going to get some gratification and some good feeling from it. Remember this thing about the brain chemicals. That brain chemicals for anger and happiness are damn near the same.
Yeah.
So at the same time, she's getting you angry, or the same time she is angry, her brain chemicals are firing off. So she's getting the dopamine and the serotonin firing off. They live in the same. I think it's two other more chemicals. I really don't fuck with the other two, so I don't really remember them. But it's like 4 main chemicals that activate, and I think the 2 that exist at the same time between anger and joy is dopamine and serotonin. I believe it's dopamine and serotonin. So if you're getting 2 chemicals activated, knowing that you're harassing somebody and being a fucking see you next Tuesday, you feeling happy about it, knowing that you're spinning somebody else up due to you manipulating this person emotion.
It feels good.
So it's real deal evil behavior. It's
I just did the see you next Tuesday. My bad.
Yeah, that see you next Tuesday was
That's
crazy.
It took me a while to get it. The see you next Tuesday. See you. Yo, I'm still in that. Thank you so much. Where did you hear that?
You gotta be YouTube savvy, bro.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Dina, see you next Tuesday.
Y'all ready Last case.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
This one has the internet divided. Okay. Keep it going.
Married to the love of your life for almost 10 years, only to find out that 3 of the kids that y'all had together, that you thought was your offspring, is actually your family members.
Breaking news out of Sterling Heights, where police say a husband shot his wife in her work parking lot. That shooting happened at the Pomeroy Living Center on 15 Mile near DeQuinder. Gina Vici has an update on the victim's condition and the investigation.
Yeah, this is still a very active scene behind me. Take a look at this. Look at the bullet casing markings on the ground here. Sterling Heights police saying around 8 o'clock this morning they received a 911 call that a woman had been shot in the parking lot here at the Pomeroy Living Center off of 15 Mile near DeQuinder. We're told an employee was shot by her husband in the parking lot. We're told they both lived in the city of Warren and that the husband came up to his wife's employer and shot her several times. Police thankfully were able to respond to the scene within seconds. The wife was rushed to a nearby hospital where she is still alive.
And when she tried to run while shot, Deshaun chased her down and pistol whipped her. After hearing the gunshot, some of the co-workers called the cops. The cops came, arrested Deshaun, and made it to the hospital where she survived. There are some people on the internet that are saying it's a valid crash out because not only on him, she was cheating on this man with his relatives. And
free that man. If this story about Deshaun Hood is true, the man who allegedly shot his wife because he found out that 3 of their children were not his and instead were family members, free that man. That's a crime of passion. Hear me out. Some of y'all women will flip out when another woman texts your man, and y'all are destroying cars and burning clothes and trying to run them over. But this man finds out that his wife has cheated on him, not once, not twice, but 3 times with family members. Think about the fact that this man is at 4th of July, hosted at his house, and all of these people that are cheating with his wife are sitting at his table eating his food. He is at Christmas watching his kids opening up gifts. Yeah, this was from Uncle such and such. In reality, that's from your daddy. Whole time, this woman is looking this man in the face. Yeah, I need you to go work some overtime because we need some back to school clothes for the kids. Them ain't his kids. I fully believe that it needs to be mandatory that we do DNA tests at birth.
Man, get this weak stuff off my timeline. Dude found out all 3 of his kids wasn't his. Oh well. Should have chose better. That don't give him a right to take the woman's life. That don't give him a right to take the woman's life. I can't all the men are in a frenzy. God dang, man, I can't believe this. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, see, a lot of you women be evil, man. See, man, shut that weak stuff up. Niggas should have chose better. That's all it is. Start picking right women. You gotta vet better. Why did he choose a wrong woman that would lie to him about having 3 kids that ain't his? How you 0 for 3? How you 0 for 3? Now he taking the woman's life? That's crazy. This ain't justifiable.
Justified, nullified. What y'all got?
Again, I wouldn't do it, but I understand.
Chris Rock, right? Yeah, right.
I understand.
Beyond understand, I understand and overstand.
What? Right? Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me do it.
Okay.
And I've been wanting to cover this for a minute, right? Why do everybody act like relationships when they meet a person, right? That these are all just flags that's apparent, though.
Right.
How do most relationships start? You meet a lady, you meet a young dude, y'all vibing, everything good. Y'all hook up, y'all link up. Again, I keep trying to tell y'all, right? I don't know nobody that really planned a baby. I'm 52 years old. I don't know nobody who planned a baby. Now, maybe they wanted to have kids, right? They say, okay, we together, we can have kids, but nobody planned it. Hey, was y'all trying to get pregnant? No. Right? Where is this? This is what's, especially with the little weird dudes like that, right? That love, right?
I had to throw him in.
Let's go, Rick.
Isn't it funny, right? Isn't it funny how when it's the woman's side, it's she's being manipulated. Oh, her frontal, those age gap conversations. Oh, you know what? The reason why an older man does it is because he can hustle her, right? She's not developing. But whenever it's the man, you should have known.
Right. Yep.
What is the vetting question you're supposed to ask? Like, will you? Hey, have you ever wanted to sleep with a man's family member? Like, what is the vetting question to find out if a woman would do that to you?
There isn't one. Let me explain this to you, right? So what these little weird dudes like this, these super pandas, right? I call them super pandas, right? Pandas with capes.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
This how I know God is a man. I keep trying to tell y'all, right? This how I know God is a man, right? The very things they tell us not to judge women for is the very things that get men in trouble. Y'all notice that? Listen, so this little weird dude, right? I seen him on the panel, right? Oh, body counts don't matter. You should just how she act with me, right? You should forgive a woman. She could be in her healing season, Pretty Red. She in her healing season, girl, right? Maybe she changing, right? Trend, she changing in this season, right? You should forgive and forget, right? It's not who she did, it's what she doing with you, right?
Fuck her.
So y'all telling me the very things y'all say a man's supposed to look past to find the love in his life, right? It's the very things y'all call red flags when they pop back up, right? Y'all got it, though. I keep trying to tell you, hey, y'all got the game figured out. Can't none of y'all keep a mate for more than 6 months, but y'all got the game all figured out. Y'all, you got it, bro. You got it, sis. You got it.
Anybody else? Justified, nullified? Come on, let's go.
How is Buddy Tree for O when he only got one wife? He was
probably working, man. He was working.
He's not Owen Tree though. Remember we talked about, I brought up manipulation earlier. In the midst of manipulation, you always have something called the chameleon.
Yes.
So she deceived this man for X amount of years. God only knows, he only knows, and she only knows what commitment and sacrifice that man made. In the midst of deception, men look at their children and they take it very, very seriously. He was deceived to believe that them children was his children. So to come to find out, pretty much, the deception, the lies, the blatant disrespect, I could see how any man will lose all they fucking marbles. I could see it.
Yeah.
Would I get down like that? I would think, because I know me the best, I'd say no. I don't think I'll get
Even
down.
if it was your family too, though, not just a random dude, with your family.
That's why I'm careful about what I'm saying.
That's a whole nother layer of.
That's why I'm careful about what I'm saying. Saying I do not think I will get down like that.
Okay.
I do not think I will. But a lot of times you don't know how you will react in a level of adversity and pain and hurt.
Exactly. Yeah.
Uncle Rick brought up the
I'm definitely going after my family first, though.
Stoic and holding masculine frame, and I'm all with holding masculine frame. I'm all about being stoic. I'm all about all that shit.
Yeah.
This is a different fucking level.
Yeah.
Who are you going after first? Your family or the wife?
This is some shit you got to go to Tibet and Mongolia and go up in them hills and sit with the monks with, dog. This is the real deal, Holyfield.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'm gonna react the way I think I would react, or the way I would want to react. Or I would react and look at it later on like, damn, that was fucked off of me. I can't tell you that shit to be flat and honest and true. But I could comprehend why he made that decision. Granted that you shouldn't be just dumping hammers like that on shit like I don't believe in dumping hammers over shit like that. I don't. But that's a lot, G. That is a lot.
But who are you checking first? Your wife or your family?
Everybody getting right.
But who first, sir?
Whoever you see first, I guess.
Oh, everybody get. I'm not right.
Whoever's in my phone, whoever's alphabetically in my phone first. Okay.
Yeah, It is.
Well,
I mean, again, you see, like that's what I mean about, and the girl alluded to crimes of passion in the heat of the moment. It's whoever's in proximity. Like when I find that information out, if I'm home and the wife is there, this is when the crash out happens. And like she said, like men, we think about Tuesday and Wednesday. Like all those people was over here the other day. They was eating my food.
Right.
Like, oh my goodness, I cracked open the liquor and everybody like it's those nuances. And what's so disrespectful is look at society in totality. Like this is what we've been talking about for 5 years that I've been apart. I'm not sure how long everybody else been here, but if a man that's a T out of the LGBTQ, and I find out that really was a boy to start out, and I mess around and go the whole way, like deletion, like that's justifiable. Like you've tampered with me on so many levels, my integrity, like honesty, like my sexuality, like false pretenses, all of these things that the young lady alluded to. Like if I had all of the information, I would have made a different decision. And what makes it so disrespectful, Broken Berlin, is this is what every girl says to us after they say they not like other girls. You want to know what they say next? Just give me all the information and let me make the decision myself. Tell me you got all these girls, and if I'm with it, I'm with it. If I'm not, then I jump ship. And this is when we say, like, y'all been lying. That's why we sat here in these boxes and we had to come here and have a whole space for just men. Like, fuck society. Fuck what we know. We wouldn't do it. That's why we all sitting here. Like, we all responsible men. Like, we all are responsible. We're not talking about us. But on the other side of the spectrum, it's just really insensitive when they get so much consideration. And like Trent said, this thing that's so necessary and needed in your life, you regard it as not needed, not necessary, not valuable, not worthy. No, won't, can't, and won't is what they think when they think of us. And it's just so insensitive that, you know, that's why I appreciate Sis for having these forums, that when she says, come here, like she says, tell us what y'all think. I don't care about what society got going on and what the ramifications are, like, because y'all know that already. I know if I'm going to jail, Mr. Butler told me 20 years ago the hunt was on and I was to pray. You know what I mean? Like, and that's all we saying is the necessary corrections. We all got to sit down and kind of listen at a point. And it's like the ladies just won't listen. And if they won't listen to us, that's when we say we need ladies like Sis. You know what I mean? Like, you need women to tell them, because they're not listening to the men. So we need allies, and these women are our allies, but then they get called names, pick me's, and so on and so forth. So again, like, where do we get in at is what we saying. And that's why we have these sit downs to see, like, let them see us be vulnerable. Let us see us yell at each other sometime, and we still get to the end of it. Like, I love all of y'all. We don't agree on everything, but who does? You know what I mean? So as long as we can
people being fake to each other
and have conversations, man, I appreciate y'all. So keep doing what y'all doing, and Sis, again, another great performance.
I just want to say this last thing. You know what the worst part of all this is? That man probably even went to his family to get counsel about what, like, hey, he's having problems with his wife, or hey, he probably went to those same family members to try to figure out how to
Yeah.
Hey man, and they gave him counsel back
Right.
about
That's,
what
you
to,
know, either side would have been messed up. You know, I ain't got nothing to do with it, or I'm not gonna say nothing, or yeah, here's what you should do. Either
Right.
side,
Oh,
it's insensitive. Like it's, and when we
again, that
look at
kind of
it,
crash out. If it was like another dude, I would say he's wrong. But when it's because even the DNA wouldn't have shown that the kids ain't, because if it's his brother, then that
right,
is
so
so
close in DNA, so
diabolically
close in
evil.
DNA. It's definitely diabolical work. Definitely diabolical.
That
work.
show.
Woo, that is.
Will it?
That's a
I
lot.
thought
the percentage would be different.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
okay,
you know, they would have to look, so you know what I mean? Like they wouldn't be able to see it on the surface because they
right. If it was like a
related,
typical
so they would have to
courtroom,
look a little harder.
DNA, it would be his kid.
It has to be a blood test, not the swab.
Right, had to be a blood test. Yeah.
Poof.
Yeah, that's crazy work, man. Crazy work.
Anyone that can't understand anyone who can't understand his or have a little bit of empathy for him does not want to have empathy for him or a man, because that is, he didn't kill her.
No.
He tried.
He tried.
Maybe he missed. He didn't give her a headshot. Maybe, maybe. Shit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So
he deport him out the country, send him away from America, let him go to the mountains. But yeah, don't put him in jail.
So my question is to get back to, why I did this show, because every time something happens with the men or men show some type of emotions or crash out or fight back or, it's always that double standard, because if the women do it, they get some kind of grace, they get empathy, they get support, like, they
get cheered.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, but when a man and it's so crazy because, and here's the other thing. We always you hear these women today say, oh, I want an emotionally intelligent man. Well, here you go. Well, here you go. I can't hear you, Rick. Your mic is up.
So
it still can't hear you.
Me?
No,
no, Rick.
There you go. You were here.
Oh,
yeah, emotionally intelligent. When they say that, just means you need to understand how she feels in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
It has nothing to do with you and your feelings. It's just how you're reacting to her when she's being emotional, bro.
Yep.
Right.
I'm so sick of this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that's why I wanted to bring it, because I wanted to show some examples of if the shoe was on the other foot, if the woman, it wouldn't have been this uproar on the internet and all these people seeing all the dumb stuff and stuff. They would have been supporting it. Oh, she just needs some counseling and all that dumb stuff. If it was the shoe was,
they'd be like, I understand the way she feels.
Right.
You can't. No one knows what they do in that situation. I can't.
You don't know what she's been through. You don't know what she's been through.
So what,
Rick, if you weren't married right now, would you even participate in the dating game right now if you weren't married?
I have some hoes.
Oh, for sure. the Mac don't stop. You can't stop the Mac.
I meant like actually. Never mind.
Like as far as
perfect answer. Fuck it, I'm done.
Courting a woman, no. That's not. No, I keep. You can't you can't be disingenuous with yourself, man. Y'all know these chicks out here buck wild, man. And I'm not saying it's not no good girls out here. They are. I understand it, right? I'm just not willing to go through that for what's out here no more. I'm just not. Right? I'm just not.
The search for a good girl is just too hard now. If you got a good girl, hold her and be happy. But look for one now.
That's what I tell them, Berlin. If you got a good girl, marry her, hunker the fuck down, and get to work. Y'all got to understand. Y'all not these kids. I ain't gonna even say these kids. These Gen Zers, they can't build lives no more. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. It's different for us. We older. We maintaining. Right. All we have to do is maintain a life. These kids got to build a life. No. And the truth is, if we being totally transparent, right? it's too much information out. It's not that girls can go see a dude in Florida if they live in Chicago or LA. It's just that it's too much information. It's too many different schemes and ways to get over to somebody for you to be able to trust somebody like that. It's just it's too much information.
That's a fact. Opportunists can't be married.
So when it comes to the emotional intelligence piece, right? Women believe because they experience 15,000 fucking emotions in 3 days, they have emotional intelligence. No, you have emotional experience.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that your intelligence, your emotional quotient, right, which is your EQ, is where it's supposed to be. They confuse experiencing emotion and reacting and behaving on emotion is the same as having emotional intelligence. Those are two different fucking spectrums.
How can someone who doesn't understand what they're feeling in that moment try to tell you what emotional intelligence is?
Right. So
it's like somebody who got a chopper, right? And they just shooting everywhere, and then somebody else got a sniper rifle. But you trying to say the person with the chopper has a better gun? It's like no, the person with the sniper rifle.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah,
and okay.
Yep, fair enough.
Women are choppers. Men are sniper rifles.
But y'all gotta understand. That's why I tell you I don't play games with y'all. I don't play games with them. You understand what I'm saying? Let's get to the crux of the argument. Let's get to the baseline, because the baseline is where everything happens. Everything is built off.
Yep.
Right.
Exactly.
Everything is built off the baseline. Yep. Right. So what y'all gotta understand that these women, and this is why I keep telling Sean, my brother, he know I say it all the time. They got men in a trick bag. The very thing that listen to what I'm saying. The very thing that make men, they use as a weapon against them.
Correct.
The very thing that makes a man, they use. This is what's crazy, right? They'll say, hey, big mama wasn't happy, but why you can't be like your granddad?
Right. Yeah.
Somebody make this make sense, right?
Which one?
Somebody make this make sense. Big mama wasn't happy, right?
Uncle Rick.
Granddaddy had kids down the street, but they'll tell you in a minute. Well, your granddaddy, he just shut up. Could y'all shut up and pay bills, right? Because that's what granddaddy did, right?
Right.
They liars, bro. But
you don't provide the same space to make sure granddaddy shut the fuck up, right?
Yeah.
Like this whole thing that my granny and my great granny was a chaotic type of fucking see you next Tuesday doesn't exist. Right?
And the truth is
the woman of the past were way more advanced. And they were the woman who enjoyed gender roles.
They were actually simpler. They were actually simpler.
I absolutely believe that. In my heart, I absolutely believe that.
Like they don't understand. Like they try to play like they don't understand trade-offs. It's like they understand for you to be with them and lay up with them and give you some pussy, you got to pay bills, right? But they don't understand that for you to want to do that, they need to learn to shut the fuck up and respect what you're doing. They're walking contradictions, bro. Why would I? Yes. That's why I say I don't why do we even entertain these conversations? Stop lying. Who you talking to?
Yeah.
Like you think it's a goofy over here? I don't entertain that shit.
It's a sense about having it all. There is no sense about sacrifice and trade. There is no sense about I cannot have it all. So this 10 out of 10 motherfucker that they swear to God exists, right? They delude their own mind and their own conscience and create Frankensteins.
Yeah. Every I said this before, like women, that's the problem with most women. They want more when they have everything. That's why I keep trying to tell y'all Satan is a woman. The only reason why Eve was able to be corrupted is because she believed what Satan was saying. What did Satan do? Satan wanted to get love the way humans got love, right? Even God's love wasn't enough, right? The way God loved Satan and the angels as he did, it wasn't enough. He wanted to get that. That's women.
Ooh.
Don't love. You can't love me the way you love me. I want you to love me the way I want you to love me.
Ooh.
Right.
Yep.
That's Satan.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's why I say all the time.
I want to
women have a
disagree, but
selfish
you
nature.
can't. Ooh.
They can't.
Women have a
Broken Berlin.
selfish nature inside of them, bro.
Broken Berlin, none of them can, right? They just try to cuss me out when I had that argument because they can't beat it.
Like, even Petty Red wanted to say something, but she was like,
It's
I can't say nothing with this whole red background I got going.
Listen to what I'm saying.
You can't even, right?
Bro, listen to
You
what I'm
look
saying.
crazy
Listen to what
trying
I'm
to
saying.
argue that women ain't Satan while you got this red background behind
Listen
you.
to what I'm saying, right?
Yes.
Satan was an angel first, right?
Yes.
Right? So Satan went in their right accord, went in his right guard, right? In her right guard. Right? And her right guard was the greatest of all angels. There was no angel above Lucifer, correct?
Right.
Correct.
Right?
Ooh.
That's a woman in her right place.
Exactly.
Ooh, when you do the triangle,
Listen to what I'm saying.
The Holy
Listen to what I'm
Ghost,
saying. I want you to stay with me. I want you to stay with me. I want you to stay with me, right?
Mm-hmm.
There was no other angel loved above Lucifer.
Correct.
That
wasn't good enough.
Lucifer was the morning star.
And that wasn't good
Lucifer
enough.
was the light. What is your woman when she right in your life, Sean?
She's the light. That wisdom.
So in your theory, is this so Satan is like was the wife to God and they created Jesus?
Listen to what I'm saying, bro. Berlin.
Okay.
Listen.
No, hold up, Petty. This is making sense. Hold up.
Keep it moving, boy. Them goalposts be moving.
Listen, in the Old Testament, right? Let's keep it thorough. In the Old Testament, what did God do to his enemies?
Wash them.
Mm-hmm.
Right? When the world was bad, even though he loved humans, what'd he do? He said, this shit is over with.
Flood that bitch.
Yes, he did.
When Egypt didn't let his people go, what'd he do? Hey, angel of death, go down there. He kicked Satan out.
Yep.
He didn't destroy it. He didn't destroy Satan. He kicked Satan out.
Kicked him out.
What that sound like?
Sound like he broke up with his wife.
So women, they kick him out. Get out of my house.
No. I'm tired of you not listening. So go, yo.
I love you. I'm not gonna destroy you, but you need to get the fuck away from me, right?
Yeah. Is that fair?
And you see God still cool with Satan, right?
Co-parents, of course.
They talk, they converse, right?
They co-parent.
Look what he said to Job. Hey, Job, you know what? Satan was like, right? Yeah, Job, that's your man, right? That's your man. I know that's your homie, right? But I'm telling you, if you took your hands off him and let me fuck with him, he gonna cuss your motherfucking ass. I'm telling you right now. I know, right? What God say? That's my man. That's my man. 50 grand, right? That's my man. Listen, right? That's my man. 50 grand, right? But you better not kill him. That's my guy. I'm telling you right now. That's my homie. That's my ace, dog. He don't give a fuck what you do. Me and him, we like this.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, this theory is it stopped being funny and started making sense. I'm gonna think on this theory because it actually thank you, Uncle Rick, because that is
Satan.
It's
Broken Berlin. Berlin. Listen, let me finish this off because I'm about to go to bed.
Okay.
I gotta work in the morning. Right?
Okay.
Satan would rather reign in hell than follow in heaven.
Right. Just like a woman.
A woman would rather live in a fucking broke ass apartment with sheets on her window and an air mattress and oodles and noodles with their kids in shitty diapers than stay up under a man and listen, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I love y'all. I'm gone.
Shit.
It's time for the super chats.
Uncle Ricky always dropping the mic. Let's do these super chats. Shout out to Sis for the $2 super chat. Let's go red lipstick vibes and hello, shout to it.
What up, cuteness?
Mr. He said gifted one membership. Brother, why you not doing the chingy chingy thing? Where my chingy thing at?
Salute.
Okay, there we go. What is this? King
Juris.
Jarvis became a member.
King Jerus.
Out to
Could
you.
be King Jerus.
Shout out to Trent for gifting 10 memberships. Thank you. And I think this on, I don't know if this is on Uncle Ricky's side or Trent's side. TJ said, salute to Uncle, Uncle Rick's side. Salute to Uncle Ricky, salute RLV, the whole Severe, my homie Trent, what it do.
That was the guy that was on the panel.
And so, yeah, we know who he is. Salute to the spare Nick.
I'm a spare Negro. I take it. Oh, good.
Shout out to Michael Love. 20 memberships because I roll with that pop. Shout out to Mike Love for the 20 memberships. Thank you.
Salute.
For sure.
And he came back with the $2 and said he already exhausted all his options.
Damn.
Crazy. That's what I'm talking about.
Are these beautiful?
Thank you for the super chats. Now I can buy these red bottoms.
Oh, thanks for the cash apps. Now I can buy all these paper towels.
All right.
You better quit showing that AI version of you, Pretty Rare. I'm just.
Hey, Mom, can I have my allowance?
Here, $5.
$5? That's it?
Yes, just $5.
Oh man, not fair. Next time, make it 10.
Boy, get out of here.
Damn it. God.
You better stop showing that AI version of you. That AI version of you. Hey, you better quit it.
Oh, wait a minute.
You know you're a little whore.
I did not do that. My hands is up here.
God damn it. Lord Jesus.
Hey, the AI Petty Red gonna get a marriage proposal. Shit, you better quit.
All
right.
All right, guys. Y'all know what time it is.
We are sleepy. It is time to end the show. But first, let us hear your final thoughts.
Let's shut this down, but first, let's get these final thoughts.
Final thoughts. Jay.
Always happy to join. Always happy to mold my way of thinking. Appreciate every conversation. I'm never trying to argue, just trying to have the conversations. And thank you for the time on the platform. I'm sure next time we see you, Pretty Red, you're gonna have a whole different. You're gonna have blue. Like I know Uncle Rick been ruined your. You gonna come back next week with the all red again? Okay, we'll see. And I appreciate all the conversations.
What you gonna change it for? I can't be pretty
because he called you Satan. No, she feeling some type of way.
You know,
hey, that shit was making sense though. But again, thank you for the time on the panel. I appreciate it. I appreciate all you guys. And again, great conversations, great videos to react to, and thoroughly enjoyable. And again, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Always come back. You know you're always welcome. Trent, final thoughts?
Yo, you know how I get down, man.
Yes.
It was smooth, G. Usual shit, man. We hold it down. We had a conversation. Agree or disagree, I don't think that's why we're here, right? We're here to exchange things.
Yes.
We're here to be respectful. We going sometimes swords clash. But that's just what it is in life. At the end of the day, once we maintain that respect and dignity for each other, I think everything will be fine. And I'm always, just like last time and the time before that, I'm grateful that you invite me to come kick it with y'all and let my opinion be cast across the spectrum. So, you know, it's a love thing from FDNHT. This is Trend, Slim, Trim, and Built to Win. Granny's baby numero uno.
I like it when you talk like that.
Come on.
Peace.
Thank you. All right, brother. Final thoughts.
Great show, sis. Great show. You know, always appreciative of you and what you do, giving us an opportunity to come up here as fellas and have it out, man. This is our barbershop, so to speak. You know what I mean? So we have some turbulence sometimes, but we get through it at the end of the day, and the conversation is always therapeutic, informative, and it's led by a devil. So you know, how could you go wrong? But nah, seriously, sis, dope show tonight, man. And what are your thoughts, man? Especially on Ricky, man. That was dope.
Oh, I agree with him. I mean, that's why I was like, and I think that he needs to break it down a little bit further, because while he was talking, my brain,
Of course,
just keeps going and going. But I mean, he has some very, very valid points. I mean, it might be a little chick. Okay.
Good stuff. We got to examine it further.
The ladies tend to do exactly what he does or she does, so maybe there's something to that. You never know. I don't know.
It's a conversation.
It's a conversation to be had. I don't know. Like, because if you look at it in the garden, now how was she so easily deceived by Satan, right? And knowing that women don't like to listen to men.
Damn. Sisterhood. You said it's the sisterhood.
It's the sisterhood. We listen to them quick.
Lord Jesus.
I mean, so I don't know.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff, sis.
So you got something going on tomorrow? Trend, you going on tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll be on tomorrow. I gotta clarify some shit. Especially with the Charlie Clerk shit, right?
Rest in peace, Charlie.
Rest in peace to Charlie Clerk. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody say, dog. Your First Amendment, G, and that don't mean that your life needs to be snatched out this fucking frame. I don't care. I want to clear up the Summer Walker shit with that dude. That's a fucking
okay. Okay. Yeah.
And I want to clarify maybe the Chicago scenario a little bit more.
Okay, with the National Guard and so on and so forth. Okay, yep.
And then maybe the leaders of wartime versus the leaders in peacetime. It's a strict difference. How about
that's the conversation.
How you lead in peacetime versus leading in war times? Y'all know I take government contracts, so
yeah.
The Navy owns my contract, so it's a difference in when everything is hunky dory, right? Versus then you gearing up, looking at Russia, and you're looking at North Korea, and you're looking at China on the spectrum. The whole different mindset. So I got a couple things I want to push through and flex on. So that's
nice docket.
Brother, what you got going on for this week? Rest of the week?
Not sure about tomorrow, because I think we might be doing something vertical, maybe going out.
Okay.
And but if not, we might load up some music. But Saturday and Sunday we definitely loaded up. Ironically, I believe Broken Berlin says something about, we should be visiting the dads of the past, and that was what I have in plan. We're gonna take a look at the dads of the past, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, especially on TV, and how we've kind of transitioned our ideology, what we expect of dads, and what you alluded to today, how men are expected to be a little more womanish instead of being dads. They're more like second moms. So we're gonna take a look at that, and the missus got something loaded up for Shame Sunday. So should be a good weekend, man. Should be a good weekend.
I am doing witching hours Friday morning, 3:15.
I saw that. What's that about?
Oh shit!
What's that about? I saw it pop up, but I missed it. Well, what's witching hour about?
Witching hour.
You over there cracking chicken heads open and fucking tossing bones and coconut shells? Maybe. All right, that's that Nola love. That's that Nola shit right there.
I think this one is going to be. I'm gonna do some more TikTok conspiracy theories.
Oh, word?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.
That's my shit, dog.
So I'm gonna do that. So because I saw Oprah.
You said Friday?
Saw something spooky.
Yeah, 3:15. It starts at 3:15
That
a.m.
shit is so spooky.
3:15 Friday, like 3:15 Friday morning.
Yeah, 3. That's witching hours. Witching hours is between the hours of midnight into 4 a.m. That's witching hours.
Yeah.
You got set your clock to 10. Okay. He's like, nope. I'm not getting up no set your alarm, friend.
Why the hell is you up 3:15 in the morning shooting videos?
I wake up that time every morning. Like
she a whole witch.
For real, dog.
I'm a witch for real. You know?
Yo.
I see your little setup back there.
No, people know that.
And you from the dirty too. So fuck you.
Shout out to the Geechee, yo.
Yeah, for sure. They all kin.
So yeah, we're gonna do some TikTok conspiracy theories. I saw something.
That's dope.
We'll do that.
I got a couple of channels loaded already, but yo, we can't even deny that it's been hectic as fuck since like July. It's been hectic. So when you say
a new retrograde during that time, so everything's been
this shit brazy. So
spin cycle. Society's in a spin cycle.
Yeah, that shit wow. So when you
next
say,
up
like,
is the rinse, right, sis?
Right.
No, it's
I don't know if I'm ready for the rinse though.
Yeah, next up is the rinse toast.
I don't think I'm ready for the rinse. BB also ready. That's all I can say.
It's something.
Rinse cycle.
I mean, but you know, like since we've always tried to warn them of this, like we did a show called "What Path Are You On, Socio or Psycho?" Like we said a couple of years ago, like we're on the verge of being surrounded by a society of psychopaths and sociopaths. Like the things we're gonna see, you guys ain't ready for, but to no avail. Like look where we are, the daycare situation, we can just pick instances like this is inhumane, and it's because we not grounded, we not in the kitchen, we don't care about family, we going against each other, and then we wonder why, you know, some people feel like we're down. It's good to kick them now. Like this is where we are. Like we choose to be in the mud fighting with each other, and we're being kicked while we're down. So shout out to everybody that want to rise up. Go ahead, Trent.
And the bad thing about it, brother, is that this is just the tip of the iceberg. It's gonna get worse.
Dog, I promise you.
It's gonna get worse. Like
I've been talking about this shit for motherfucking months. And I said it's a chaos mindset that's roaming around society right now. It's a chaos mind.
Exactly.
And I pinged the chaos mind. Remember when Batman came out?
Mm-hmm.
That next Halloween, everybody wanted to be the Joker, not comprehending that the Joker spirit is chaos. Remember, the Joker from Batman was chaos. No reasoning, no sense. Pure chaos. But the Joker mind is not a mind that's what we call insanity. He has a mind that is super sane. Super sane is when you cross the line of insanity. So what you see in the world, you see in the world in the realest forms of it. Not the veils, not the bullshit, not the cloaking. You've seen the world for absolutely what it is. That's why he behaves the way he does behave. People don't comprehend that. So it's just pure chaos. Then they dropped the other Joker movie when they showed like the comedian when Joaquin Phoenix played him, and they showed him with that they showed him being the real lunatic being built. Now take a look back in the G. Let's say we go 20 years back. How many women were interested in horror, crime, and these killing movies. They wasn't.
God damn it. Sis, Lord Jesus.
I make the point.
Yeah, they love them. Yeah, they love it. They love it, Trent. You cooking, baby. You cooking. They Chucky, Freddy, Michael Myers.
NCIS.
Come on, Law and Order. Come
Everything got to do with
on.
blood and gore and
48
guts.
first, the second 48, the third 48. Come on.
They jacking that shit hella hard, bro.
Yeah, we love you though, sis. You know I love you, right?
So society has a mindset, and society also has an emotional psyche. Those things have already been tampered with. Hence the reason why you see the behavior in society is constantly changing. It's constantly changing for the worse. It's not changing for the better. And now that we have the technology to see it like that,
right in front of our face now.
Now you get the whole America right now is tweaking over Charlie Kirk.
For sure. Yeah.
You smell me? Getting knocked off.
Yeah.
That does something to the psyche. Remember, if this is the first horror movie you watch, what happens to the first horror movie?
Yeah.
By the time you get to Jason 10, you like, get him.
Yeah.
Get him, Jason. Get him, Jason.
Let's go.
Jason, turn around because he hiding behind the phone booth.
Get him. We on
It's
Jason's side.
it's not even that effective because we're so desensitized because we see it so much.
So desensitized.
That's exactly the word that it is.
I've seen people say they watch that video over and over and over.
Yeah, that's yes indeed.
So like when it came across through through my job and stuff, and I felt like I jerked.
Right.
I literally jerked and I chills and I just grabbed my chest but people were like, they were just watching it over and over and over.
Running with it.
It's like it was just
running with it. I saw the video of the young lady who sister was a part of, the victim of that daycare situation, and she was like, please stop sharing it, like please stop posting it. And this is again this is what we speak to, sis. Like I get you guys want to be first, but you got to care about who you hurt. You got to care about if it's true or not. It's some things that you got to consider as a journalist. Since you call yourself journalist, you got to have journalistic integrity. And if if the body not cool yet, it's not in the morgue yet, the kids don't know yet, we don't know how to explain it to them yet, and you got a thumbnail and a whole rundown of speculation, like it's just not fair. So all we saying is, if you gonna be a journalist, just have a little integrity. Don't be insensitive. Don't try to go off on a tangent. Like give the pertinent information and then kind of wait till it develops. Like, and that's why I love you, sis. Like you wait till it all develops before you make a move. So just be a little sensitive, because again, like you don't know who you hurt, you don't know how these people are processing it. Shout out to the loved ones and everybody affected, but journalistic integrity, y'all, is definitely important.
When we first started out, I didn't put that picture because everybody in my was putting the picture up when he was slumped over or when he was down. When he I put the picture of him and his wife and his children. Because I want my audience. That's the picture I want y'all to see. Not when the bullet went through his neck.
Right.
That's insensitive.
It lacks the basic thing that we have instilled inside of us. It's called compassion, right?
Come on now.
But just like if you don't go to when you was playing ball, if you skip a month from the gym, your J ball will be off.
Facts. Yeah.
You smell me?
Facts.
It's called atrophy. You don't use it, it atrophies.
Yeah.
You smell me? People have been taught to not exercise the compassion that's inside of them.
Compassion, yep. Sympathy,
so compassion
empathy
in society is atrophied.
Yeah.
And now how they fill that void, right, is with being clickbaity, right, and being being a clout chaser, right? Because if I could get the clout, I don't need to have compassion.
Let me be the first.
Right.
I got you.
When we've been built internally by the Almighty Creator with the good things and the divinity of the Almighty Creator, also with the brashness.
Yeah.
The Almighty Creator had compassion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So true.
I'll leave it there.
Well,
Yes, it's good job.
this has been a very good show. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the clips. I made y'all, kind of fight a little deep. But I gotta cook up something for next week for you guys. I think I already have it in my mind already. But this was good. And I thank you guys for everybody that tuned in. But I'm sleepy and I'm hungry. And so y'all know what time it is. Thank you for everybody.
You about to go eat noodles and weenie sausages and shit.
God damn it.
You ain't cook.
What kind of sausage?
Cisco
Yeah,
vegetable. She ain't eat no noodles.
I don't do.
She gonna drink some tea.
Yeah. She gonna drink. Yeah, you got
drink some tea.
Yeah, I got me some Nipsey Hussle ready for me.
Let's go.
So y'all know what to do.
As soon as the show over, he do like this. Well, I'm ready to go.
Hold up. Why do they doubt the kid? I'm about to prove them all wrong again. I got a low tolerance, cause they don't even know what the problem is. It's me. You waiting on the boy to fail, then hold your breath and face your death. Cause you play a roulette with each step. I progress, no less. Go ahead and place your bets. Cause we know what we at, we know we top tier. Cause all the hate that you bring, we know it stops here. I'm taking off like a rocket here and stopping here. It's strange how they cannot see the future, but see profit here. Wait up, we gon' always win. Promise that that's not a promise, yeah, that is a threat. You know that I promise to bring the team commas. When the whole team win, that's when you flex. Win, and I'ma do it again. Watch me win, then watch me do it again. Tell 'em I can't take no loss. My team hold no L's, no. Aiming for the top, can't make it by myself. I ain't taking no loss. I ain't taking no loss. Look, I'ma always win. I ain't taking no loss. Look, I'ma always win. We already know that we the coldest. Watch me heat it up, let me focus. I'm going toe to toe with foes. I know they notice. I kick in doors, they only hope for closing. Why? Cause they know I go again. And when they in it right, I'm the one that can make it flow again. Talk to me nice, my team they ready to go again. Running into us, we gladly send you home again. Yo, we don't talk, better know the grind gon' match my walk. I'm a cheat code, I don't take no loss. Making no sense, run up the scope. Cause all I do is win. And I'ma do it again. Watch me win, then watch me do it again. Tell 'em I can't take no loss. My team hold no L's, no. Aiming for the top, can't make it by myself. I ain't taking no loss. I ain't taking no loss. Look,